devious. Something a scoundrel would do.
A little rapscallion prankster.
Nah, this ain't gonna be no prank. This for real, for real.
Somebody, you see that tweet where somebody said, Jigsaw don't scare me, I'll just die. Your little pranks don't scare me.
Yeah, I see that.
Imagine getting caught in a torture trap and calling it a prank.
You said if you do anything so much so as, and this trap just snap shut, nigga head explode immediately.
I said that, like, when I be watching the movies, I just be like, y'all are dumb. Y'all waste all this time, like, freaking out. Like, if you watch the movies, niggas will be in the trap, and they'll be freaking out for, like, 40 seconds out the minute, and then they'll take the last 20 seconds to go through excruciating
and then they be
pain,
3
and
minutes
then die.
Maybe 3 seconds short every time. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
if only you
So,
had
like,
more time, huh?
So you could have died with no pain if you just sat there and waited a minute. You wouldn't have felt no pain. You would just die instantly. Or you could have just fought through the pain.
But whose
and
brain
survived.
works like that when you wake up in? Come on, bro. We've seen some of the locales in Saw. We've seen the levels.
No,
stages.
the trap doesn't start until you get a full explanation of the video. So if you get an explanation and then you're still like, hello?
Instant, bro. I get what you're saying, but I understand why.
Listen, if you're going through excruciating pain, I want to know I'm at least coming out on the other side alive. There's no way I'm gonna get 3 of my fingers ripped off and then
you
just
understand.
Die.
You don't understand how excruciating pain works, do you?
Oh no, I do.
No,
what I'm saying is,
have you ever given birth, buddy? I don't think you do then.
I've gotten hit in my testicles with a
you
baseball.
Never gave
and one
birth,
of them swelled
you
up
never
the
gave
size
birth,
of a
though.
grapefruit.
You never gave birth, though. You ain't had your wall stretch. No freaky.
Do you know what testicular torsion feels like?
I know exactly what it feels like. It feels like, you know, like when you got the rubber band, you twist it, and then you let that hole go and it hit somebody and it hit hard. Yeah, I know.
It's not at all what it feels like.
Testicle twisted so much, like when they untwisted it, they had to back up because the shit would have became a weapon at that point.
I'll put it like this: it feels like you losing a ball.
Oh, I know that shit getting torqued out the sack. I understand. It's just getting squeezed out the sack. Just look, I'm gonna cut off circulation to the point to where it's not there no more. It might as well not be.
Just think about this: is bringing back the pain. That was excruciating pain.
Yeah, and now so imagine a nigga trying to explain some shit to you while you was in the throes of that, and he's like, "Okay, so
I already told you the pain don't start until after the explanation."
What do you mean the pain don't start, nigga? The mental pain is instant. The instant my eyes open.
You wasn't supposed to survive that anyway. He should have put you in the trap years ago.
Well, guess what? I'm not playing your little games, prankster. That's exactly why in the first 10 seconds this shit going off. Because you're gonna say, whatever you do, do not reach for the back of your head. I'm like, man, I reach for the back.
That was my whole point. Instead of struggling for 30 seconds,
I get what you're saying. Yeah, give it up ASAP.
Just die from the start. You don't feel no pain. It's just instant death.
Straight to heaven.
That's what
Let's go.
I'm either go, all right, so I can either rip off all 10 of my fingers or die and feel nothing.
Niggas start thinking, like, what does it take to rip off a finger, though? Like,
I was watching the last Saw movie, Spiral, and there was this trap where this cop was in he was like in a pool of water with his fingers in like these metal mesh wire Chinese finger traps, and he had to like yank on something that would pull his fingers through a meat grinder, and the only way for the trap to stop is once all his fingers got removed. But if the time wore off, then he would get electrocuted, like something electric would go into the pool. So he waits until like the end of the timer, and he loses like 7 fingers. So he's screaming, going through excruciating pain, and then dies anyway. I'm like, you might as well just sat there and got electrocuted.
Yeah, see, but that is one of them ones. But come on, let's be real here. There's no win here. There's no win here. Like there's somewhere like your head gets crushed instantly. There's a win there. There's a win there. The win is I die before I know it.
Yeah, that's the win. The old traps where it's like a bear trap on my head. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll take that.
Nah, I don't even trust that because what happened if that thing maul me and just leave me alive for a couple of minutes? Nope. I'm talking about some of the ones, the ones I'm talking about, the ones that they just put so much pressure on your head and blow up or something. Like, yeah, you're gone. Those, I'm fine with those. Those, I'm making an executive decision. I'm like, all right, look, well, seeing as we only got 45 seconds together, tell me about yourself. Because I ain't about to move. I ain't getting up. I ain't finna fight. Y'all got it. John 3:16 said, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Whosoever shall believe in him shall not perish. Hey, look, bro, I'm good, but have eternal life. I'm Gucci. You could take this one. Go ahead. You can take this one. I'm gonna get another watch.
To be in a salt trap, I would want to be in one of the group ones because the group ones always seem cool. Like the
Cool.
second movie
Nice
when
little
they were in
field
the
trip,
house.
huh?
Yeah, the second one when they were in the house and they had all the different traps. The only real danger was the psychopath that was murdering everybody to get their numbers. Other than that,
I
the
can't
traps
remember the
was
traps. Wasn't there a trap where niggas had to use like candlelight to figure something out?
no, that was in the first one. That wasn't.
That
The
was
second
in the
was
first
all
one.
about a bunch of niggas in a house
First two
together.
was the only ones I actually vague. Like the first one I remember, the second one I vaguely remember. But even the first one, where like you got to saw off your foot, bro. I'm good. I'm good. Figure out what you gonna do.
See, that one he didn't even have to solve the foot. The nigga in the bathtub let the key go down the drain.
Oh yeah, no, I know. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But sawing off the foot would have been the way to save it. But
Yeah. Hey, he lived though. I'll give him that. He lived.
oh
So
yeah, because he whacked the old boy. He did what he had to do.
he saw, oh my god, he sawed his foot off and then crawled out and cauterized the wound on a hot pipe. I don't I don't think I got it in me to do that. I
I shit,
definitely
nigga
don't
looking at the pipe. He look, nigga projected outside of his own body. I don't know if I could do this, bro.
I know for a fact I can't cauterize a wound. I'm not about to burn an open wound until it stops bleeding. No, I'm not doing that.
Nigga just think how did I know science work like that, but I don't want to find out.
You know how much nah, that's excruciating
Nah,
pain.
that is beyond excruciating, bro.
You
You
cut your
flaying
leg off
raw,
and then
exposed skin.
raw exposed nerves because it's the inside. You
Yeah,
gotta burn off the nerves to
oh,
stop the bleeding.
hell,
Ain't
hell.
no way in hell I'm doing that.
No, but I
I'll
always
just
say
take my
that.
chance. I'll just put a fucking what's the shit? The where you tie off the rope to stop the circulation. I'll just stop the bleeding.
Tourniquet, that's
A
not
tourniquet.
he said you gonna stop the bleed. You cut off your whole foot.
Yeah, put a tourniquet
Your
really
whole,
high
you know
up.
how wide the entry, like the entry point is.
I'm just gonna put the tourniquet really high up. The higher up, the less blood, right?
Oh boy, you cook, boy. Peg leg Johnson, you cook.
My leg not cooked though.
No, your leg and you cooked. Both of y'all done. That leg especially. The leg not making it. You might. But I say that with a lot of the horror movies. Like, it's a lot of horror movies, man. You can't put me in. Because first and foremost, I like a lot of the decisions that gets people into worse situations I don't make. Like when niggas be like, oh,
Yeah,
did
I
you
wanted
hear
to be in a
that? Let's go
situation.
a little further into the haunted abandoned house that someone allegedly disappeared at. Like, nah. I would have been in the car the whole time. On my phone, on Twitter.
In the car. I
Oh
only was going
shit.
once they
Look
invited
what
me.
the dog doing. That's crazy.
Yeah, most of these situations I wouldn't be in. I'm not going to a forest. I've been
Oh yeah,
camping
facts.
before. I'm not going again.
No, I went to allegedly was an abandoned village in Watchung, right? And I ain't gonna hold you. I don't care how abandoned or non-abandoned or haunted or actually haunted. I do not play these games, bro. I tell people all the time when it comes to spirits, the other realms and shit, I know there's something out there and I know I don't know enough. So I'm gonna let y'all niggas be. I'm gonna leave y'all alone. I'm gonna show y'all the utmost respect. I'm not gonna come to y'all little abandoned village kicking shit over, walking through y'all classrooms while y'all teaching ghost school. Like I'm not about to
Just
do that.
because it's an abandoned village don't mean it's a ghost town. It may
No,
have
but
been
what I'm
abandoned
saying is,
because niggas
but
up and left.
but what I'm saying is, if it is ghosts there, they I'm interrupting they day. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm walking
Imagine
through
you
their
go to
kitchen and
a
shit while they
whole.
cooking, and the niggas like, yo, come on, bro.
I can't imagine going. It's one thing to go into a haunted house, but going into a town where like 700 people died, that's unbelievably spooky. You literally go into a dead zone.
Yeah,
All
like
them niggas
places
there.
where
You
yeah.
the only niggas alive. They can gang up on you.
Yeah, the ghost just straight up open the portal. All right, look, bro. Since you the only nigga here, we just gonna show you.
Hey, can you imagine just getting sucked through a portal and then you alive, but you in the ghost
Nah,
realm
they
just
don't even
getting?
suck you through the portal, nigga. The portal open and they come out.
Oh no, I
They
don't
don't
like
let
that.
you through
That's
the
the
portal.
worst.
They tell you straight up, nah, listen, bro. We never let a nigga through the portal that was able to get back. So
Hey, bro, ain't there some rules? Y'all not supposed to be able to touch me, right? Y'all not hearing. Y'all
he
not.
said, see, here's the thing. the portal came up and we came through the portal. I feel like you understand what that means.
Nah, go back to the portal.
Nigga swing on you real quick. Yeah, you understand what it mean now, nigga? Now get up.
And then fucked up thing is you try to hit him and then you just go through him. Like, nah, come on now, that's not fair.
Yeah, they always look, oh, okay, this nigga got hard. Swinging at a ghost, dumbass nigga.
Yeah, I don't think
Swinging at a
ghosts should be able to touch
specter.
you, but they can throw some shit at you. Throw a pan across the room, hit me in the head. That's cool. I'm cool with that.
Boy, if he chopped that portal open and walked through, he here. Ain't no, he here now.
You can't come back alive. That's not
How
fair.
you know? How you know? If you in that abandoned village, how you gonna tell somebody?
Matter cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be
who
transferred.
came up with that little law? That little cute law you said there?
Me. I'm putting my foot down.
Sir Moist Oboe.
No ghosts allowed. It's over.
No. Once you dematerialize, ain't no rematerializing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You could go one way. If you not here, you can rematerialize. Ain't no D'ing after that.
Once you die, your life force, your energy, your essence, that shit goes somewhere. You can't just create new energy and get a new body and come back. That's not how it works.
Where it go though?
The universe. Everywhere.
All right, but then what the universe do with it though? Come on now.
Turn into stars.
That's interesting. So our life force fuels the stars. Nah, I ain't buying it. He said, nah, I ain't buying it. I need something better than that.
What's better than that?
Mr. Spectre. He said, what's better than that? There's a lot of reincarnation. What else?
No, I'm not talking. You're talking to the ghosts. Because you can't just decide what happens after you die. You're not going to just make up the rules as you go. I mean, I am.
It depends what type of ghost you is. You don't know what tier. They might have tiers of ghosts. It's like a caste system for ghosts. I know it sounds fucked up, but
no, you're right. Because I'm definitely coming back as a vengeful spirit, even if nobody did nothing to me. I'm just
like they might have a whole tier of like those are the ghosts where like they got to like the gates of like wherever they went, and they was just like, look, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. We can't book right now. We don't even really got assignments for you. He's like, bro, what you mean? Yeah,
like that shouldn't be possible.
Yeah, right, exactly. And nigga like, all right, look. So what you want to do is right outside the gates. It's like a little, for lack of a better word, it's like a little tent city. You want to go down there, right? Yeah, you like, wait, hold on. Y'all got cribs in the ghost town, but y'all gonna. You gonna send me to the tent?
So I was homeless in life, and now I'm homeless in the afterlife.
He said, "No, bro. Listen, you gonna go to the tent city. It's a nigga down there. You gonna talk to him. He probably has something for you. Might be a little dangerous, but that's usually how we gotta play when we don't got no assignments. So you handle that. You gonna get priority in the next queue. You know, you might even, you feel me? You might come back as an engineer or something. You know what I mean?
It's like the movie Ghost Dad. When once I complete my last mission on Earth, I can finally transcend."
Oh, I never heard of that, but
you never seen Ghost Dad with Dr. Cosby?
Ghost Dad with Bill Cosby? No, I don't even sound vaguely familiar.
It was
Bill Cosby was not like, I know for some people Bill Cosby was huge in their upbringing. That nigga meant nothing to me growing up. Like not.
I never was a fan of the Cosby Show.
Like I'm not like. Yeah, no, the Cosby, I watched it every once in a while. Like I'm talking about like very few and far between.
I've never even seen a full episode.
And it was cool. I never had a problem with it. But
I saw more kids say the darndest things than the Cosby Show.
I'm screaming. Like I watched more Family Matters than that and that type of shit. Like even Saved by the Bell. Nigga, I used to wake up with Saved by the Bell, watch like the first 10-15 minutes of an episode while I'm getting dressed.
When I was a kid, I was never really into like family sitcoms. I was just watching cartoons. It wasn't until I was like 10 or so that I started watching UPN, and I was watching shit like All of Us, One-on-One, yeah, Half and Half,
UPN,
Girlfriends.
No, or not. You know, another nigga know like when you talk about the WB, you talk about the frog with the cane. Oh man, that's how you know. At the WB,
I like shit again.
Oh man, that's what he was doing. he was shucking and driving. Oh
no! About the frog singing Negro spirituals with a.
He wasn't no Negro spirituals. He just had a little soul. That's all. He could have been a white man. You know them white dudes where you hear him on the record and you like, wait, he white? He could have been one of them.
Yeah, who's that dude that made the really famous song? I didn't realize he was white till like 2017.
It was me.
I didn't realize
Mick Caucasian. That's
This
my white
isn't the song. It's not John B, but I didn't realize John B was white for a long time. But there's a specific song.
Oh yeah, John B. Clay Thompson.
Clay Thompson.
He looked dead. I like him.
What's the song? I guess you wonder where I've been. Wait, no, that dude's black. That's Bill Withers.
There's a couple women like I'm trying to think. There's a couple songs that like my mom knew. Obviously there's Tina Marie. Everybody,
Marie, yeah.
yeah, everybody knows Tina Marie. That's the one. There was more than that though. There was a couple like like dance disco type records, shit like that. And I was like, I ain't gonna hold you just from hearing the song. I couldn't tell Shorty was white neither.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of disco songs.
Shorty sound like she got some groove. She got a little juice.
A little juice. Oh, Bobby Caldwell. That's the dude.
Oh, Bobby
Caldwell.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he even got a black name. Nigga, I know a black man named Bobby Caldwell. Like, that's why I swore he was black. The nigga I know named Bobby Caldwell is the blackest man you can think of. Like,
yeah, what you gonna do for love? A white man made that. That blew my fucking mind to pieces when I heard that.
Nigga started thinking, oh, he was singing to Greta. Oh my goodness.
My head exploded when
he was singing to Gertrude. I don't believe it.
To Gertrude. No, his name's Bobby Caldwell. He was still singing to
he was singing to the Sarahs. He was singing to the young shorties.
Yeah.
Not too young. Not too young.
No.
Hey, wait.
It's a shame you gotta preface that because it's so common that niggas are degenerates.
Yeah, I mean, because, everybody, listen, I remember hearing that shit once where niggas was talking about young, and I remember thinking to myself, like, at the time, it was like one of my brother's older friends. And I was maybe like 16, and he was talking about, yeah, like young shorty, da. So in my head, right, he's like 20, I mean, that's 23? No, like 21. Right, so he's talking about young. So in my head, I'm thinking like, like 18. Like I'm thinking young means like she might be a little older than me. That ain't
That's not what he meant, was it?
Yeah, no. He alleged he ain't know, but I just don't think.
If you didn't know, then why would you say young shorty?
Right, obviously, right. There's a million things wrong with what happened here. But it's one of the ones where you realize, you know what I'm saying? You realize certain niggas go for that. And there's a reason why. You know what I mean? And it's always almost, obviously there's a mental aspect to it. But a lot of niggas, it's just they ain't got no juice. There's no sauce. Like you don't have anything to show to a woman your age.
Pulling a woman their age, so
or even a woman, not even bro, it could be a younger woman, but she's just not gullible. Like she's just not fresh. Like, cause like them same niggas will say date like an 18 or 19-year-old thinking she ain't been around the block. And if she got started a little early, she might know a little something, just enough, right? She might not know everything, but just enough to cook your shit. And
can you imagine being a 27-year-old, you trying to date down to find a dumb, impressionable woman. And
niggas do it. Niggas do it at 40. It don't matter what the age is. Niggas do it at 40, 50, 60, 70.
Finish. I know that niggas do it. I'm saying,
imagine. I'm sorry.
You date down and then she curved you because she realized you a bozo. So you 27 can curve by an 18-year-old. That's so
Or you date down and she don't curve you, but she cooked you, right? She just lay in wait. She's using guerrilla warfare, just walking you past that trap. That trap. You gonna step right over it. Yeah. Oh, you say yeah, my time. Yeah, all right. Like, and it's crazy because like I always think about you ever peep like how niggas seem to be like real I guess upset at how more women nowadays kind of like when I don't need a nigga. Like it's a lot of niggas who just they can't cope with not being needed. You know what I'm saying? They can't cope with not having a certain level of just control and being able to just I can always manipulate that feeling. If you feel like you need me, I can always freak that feeling. So no matter how bad I am, no matter how trash I am, if you think you need me, I can fuck with that thought process and manipulate that time and time again. And niggas will operate that way. So you get a lot of niggas who they can't operate in this world of, you get women who, okay, cool, you got money. What else? Okay, cool. You got the little car in the house. You got the car in the little apartment. What else?
What do you mean? What else? What else is
Well,
needed?
yeah, what you mean? I got a job paying me $45,000 a year. I live relatively comfortably. Got my nice little 1-bedroom apartment. Got a little cute little whip. What you mean? What you mean? And she's like, okay, cool, but like you've been doing this same job, getting paid the same amount for 4 years. When you gonna go for something maybe a little bigger, a little grander? And niggas is looking like, oh, what? Oh, what you talking? And the rest of Westbrook boys like, oh, bro, what are you talking about? And you get niggas who just, they have, like, beyond that money, they got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Beyond just the basic stability, they got nothing. You know, and that's the problem. Some niggas is realizing they ain't even got the money. Shit, I know I'm one of them niggas. I always never had the money, so I had to compensate for this very long ago. So I'm used to it. But you get a lot of niggas who don't realize, bro, do you understand how far a broke nigga can go? I don't think y'all really get it. Like, y'all swear women only want niggas with money. And let's not get it twisted. Women do want niggas with money. But women pick niggas without money all the time.
Yeah. All
the time. Trust me, as a nigga without money who be getting picked. Women pick niggas.
This nigga pick me.
I get picked. Is that a pick me? I'm not. I don't have to campaign to get picked. They picking me anyway. What I need a campaign? Listen, you know I ain't no pick me. I be saying so. Listen, if I said what I look, we ain't gonna. We not gonna. No, we not gonna do. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Ooh, that boy playing for keeps.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to sabotage
this. He said, "Not. Hold on. Now you said at 9:30 a.m. was when you walked into the store. Okay. So just to repeat, at 9:45 a.m. you walked into that store, right?" He said, 9:45. Yeah, it was 9:45 for sure. Yeah. Okay. So at 10, you walk into the store, right? And tell me what happened after you walked in the store at 10. And nigga don't even know. He getting sleepwalked. Nigga, you got a handler. You ain't even know it. He said, watch this. I'm gonna cook him. But yeah, I mean, it's so funny because like you see so many niggas flounder because it's just like, and you see so many niggas trying to convince women not to need more or not to want more. Like, yo, what? Y'all need niggas. And at the end of the day, if I got a house and a place to stay, bitch, that should be good. Like, you can see niggas trying to just sell shorties on nothing or on the bare minimum. Like, okay, cool. You got a house, a car, and a job, nigga. That's not enough. That's not enough. What more do you want from me?
Personality.
Yeah, niggas be acting mad confused. Well, what's more important than a car, a whip, and a place to a car, a job, and a place to stay? What?
A loving, healthy relationship.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, she might have all 3 of those, or she might have 2 of those and not need the car. You know what I'm saying, or whatever it may be. Like, bro, what? But you can see it all the time, and don't get me wrong, it go both ways, right? I think in the same breath.
It's funny that you say it go both ways because I saw a post on Twitter. This dude posted a screen cap, and this woman asked him what was the most romantic thing he ever did for a woman, and he said little shit. And then he asked her. He said, "Have you ever had a woman
give you
peace? You know, just really grab."
If I was him, I'd be like, "No." Next question.
He said, "You won't never do shit for anybody, do you?"
Yeah, I'm like, bro, peace is the bare minimum in a relationship.
Should be, that's part of the relationship, nigga. We shouldn't be arguing and fighting anyway. It should be peace 24/7.
Yeah, like you're
not doing shit for me by
you're not doing me a favor by giving me. I see, because I could have cause chaos.
You heard me? You don't want to do anything.
No funny shit. I could have caused you chaos, my nigga, but I chose not to do that, because I'm a real bitch. Like,
that's literally what she was saying when she said the most romantic thing you ever did for a partner was not be a piece of shit.
I came home one day and I really wanted to yell at that nigga, but I decided not to. Girl, because I knew he was fed up. He had a long day. I mean, he worked a 12-hour shift. I could have really dug in his ass, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna let you rock. Let you watch your little YouTube videos. Get your shit off for one night. Let you play your little 2K.
I'm not even gonna yell about the game.
Right? And when you ask me, where's the fucking foul? I'm gonna say, I don't know, babe. Like, I got you. Like, peace. I'm like, bro, and it's funny because it's actually funny because I was thinking about this and I was talking to a friend, a friend of mine, a longtime friend of mine, and she was mentioning how in a lot of her, not in a lot of her relationships, but in some of her relationships, she had gotten into positions with men where she pretty much dehumanized them, right? In a sense where she was saying that she didn't necessarily see them as even being capable of fulfilling her needs. So it was almost like
Damn.
you dating somebody who you never think can meet the standards that you setting. So it's like, what are you even doing?
Well, what caused the dehumanization to begin?
Well, again, a lot of it's historic, right? I mean, if you really think about like just the historic men, women, and how niggas operate and how niggas continue to operate, a lot of women is on some shit where it's like, all right, nah, look, I ain't got to get done like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's defense mode, right? It's the defense mechanisms. And that don't make it right, but at the end of the day, that's just what it is. So she was basically saying that was the defense mechanism, right? You just assume niggas can't meet that bar.
So they didn't even do anything wrong for her
Not
to
yet,
leave
right?
them
It's
in
just
life.
it's a pre-assumption. It's like a, what do you call it?
Damn.
What's that term? What's that term? Self-fulfilling prophecy, almost, right? It's like you basically say, nah, this nigga ain't there. He ain't got that. He ain't got that. And think about it. If you believe that coming in, what are you not gonna do? You're not
He's
gonna
not
tell
gonna
your
so that
needs.
that nigga's not gonna put in.
Yeah, exactly. Because think about it. If I assume you can't meet my needs, I won't tell you them. I wouldn't even tell you, right? So you wouldn't even know my deepest needs. You wouldn't even know what I'm looking for, what I want in a man. You might know some surface level shit, but you're not gonna get no deeper than I allow you to get. And I remember she said this shit, and this shit was like mind blowing to me because in my head, I didn't think it went that far in my relationships, but I definitely feel like I was in relationships with women who may have felt like, whether it be me specifically or just men in general, just felt like I was not the nigga to fit whatever criteria they were looking for. But the problem for me that I always had was I never even knew about the criteria. It's like
Yeah.
y'all looking for a certain breed of nigga, which is cool, which is fine. That's the nigga you should be looking for. But sis, did you ever think to stop for a second
How about
to,
a heads up?
to see if I'm compatible with being that nigga? I mean,
What's
maybe
the
I
point
am.
of even dating somebody if you don't see no potential to begin with? How you
Or
just
it's
write
not
somebody off
necessarily
from the
about not
beginning?
seeing no potential. It's about, okay, you might be a good dude, you might be this, you might that. But again, I think a lot of women, it's almost like a defeatist attitude, right? They just assume niggas ain't gonna give them much. So you already come in with the bar low. You already come in thinking, all right, well, as long as you can give me peace, I'll be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you can give me one thing, I'll be all right with it. And so the problem is, think about it. When you already have lowered your standards just to accept somebody, and then they can't fulfill that one thing for any reason, good, bad, indifferent, it don't matter. Like, if all you expect from a nigga is, damn, at least I just expect him to be like, damn, babe, that sucks. I'm sorry that happened to you. If a nigga can't give you that, then you lose your mind because you like, bro, it's the one thing I ask a nigga for. But then it's like, bro, it's this other shit this nigga skilled at. He might be able to help you in another way, but because he don't know nothing, it's no help he can offer you. He can't just assume you're another woman and do what I did with the other bitches. Like, that's not gonna work. That does not work. And so it was real interesting though. Like, just hearing it from the mouth of a woman, because I'm like, you know what, like, it's something that you never speak on, right? And I'm sure plenty of women will push back on it and do the whole, what, every woman I know go hard for their man, da da da. Congratulations, y'all know good women. The fuck? Like, what do you want? What do you want from me? A pat on the back? You're friends with some decent women. Thank you. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm
You're not
telling you.
even a decent person. Your friends are. You want to pound the back for them?
Yeah, right, exactly, right. But I don't know how to tell you that there are women out here who, and again, I'm not even saying it's malicious. I think there's two different types, right? There's some women who are on, well, I was raised a certain way, you know, men do this, a woman does that, and I don't necessarily provide for my man. That's not a thing that they just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not something that they subscribe to. Like, I'm gonna do things for him, yes. I'm gonna help him out, yes, but like, I don't provide material improvement for my man. Like women don't expect to buy their man this and buy their man. I'm gonna buy my man a whole new wardrobe. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not expected of women. Um, and then the other camp is you got some women who just they ain't gonna do it for a nigga, flat out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just I ain't gonna do that. Nah, niggas don't deserve that. And then it's like, then what are you doing? Like, I don't get it. Why do you deserve it, but he don't?
Yeah, true.
And you get a lot of women who do the whole niggas want to be housewives shit. And first off, I always say yes, duh. Next question. But then even beyond that, it's supposed to be derisive, right? It's supposed to make you mad, like, oh, you want to be a housewife, bad as hell. Yes, I would love a world where you do most of the work outside for the finances, and I do most of the work in here for the house, for the family. And if we can have a happy combined combination where it works out for both of us, yes, that's optimal, nigga. That is optimal. I don't understand. Like, bro, do you know
I
what
don't
a
think that should
housewife
be.
does? Do y'all know what a housewife does? Why don't who shouldn't live that life? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like if I could choose to be taken care of, everything well, and I still got roles, I still got responsibility, I still feel like a man because I'm providing for my family, I'm providing something else, right? I'm not providing necessarily money, but I'm providing something else for my family. So I'm still providing. Like, nigga, I would choose that shit in a heartbeat. And I know a lot of niggas would. They'll sound real tough. But listen, let's be real here. If you tell most niggas, look, your wife make 100,000, you might even be working from home making your little 25. You got a little small business going. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's it. You ain't even got kids yet. Y'all don't got kids yet. That what? I'm picking that.
Yeah. No, a
I'm
lot of
picking it.
niggas aren't mature enough. They legitimately feel emasculated when a woman makes more than them. But I'm here to tell you, I'll be the happiest house husband in history.
Yeah, bro. I never understood it though. Like, I mean, I understand it. Obviously, it's most of it's just sexism, right? It's just like
Yeah, there's
if
no
a
way I'm
woman
gonna let this
making more
woman
than
make
me,
more
that
than
means she
me.
hustling harder than me, and don't get me wrong. Statistically speaking, it could be true. You know what I'm saying? Like based on the pay gap and the wage gap. Yeah, Shorty making 30% more than you. Yeah, you might not be working hard enough, but at the
If a
same
woman
time,
is making 30% more than you, considering
you know,
women
she
already
cooking
make
you.
less
Yeah,
than
she cooking
you,
you. Yeah, she cooking
you
you.
getting
You
absolutely
getting fried.
short.
Yeah. When they do the metrics, nigga, she first or second, and you bottom 10%. It's clear.
Damn.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be real. You know how niggas be. Niggas be the bottom of the barrel and expecting the build a bitch
Ah,
workshop.
the cream of the crop.
Niggas gonna walk in. Okay, let me get large titties. I'm talking like not crazy large, like D's, just regular D, like 36
Let me get
maybe. It's
the
a little
milky
crazy.
wilky.
Not 34, 34, not too crazy,
Yeah.
nothing too crazy. 34 D, right? Niggas be building a custom made hoe and then don't provide nothing anyway. I'm just like, bro, come on now. This
What
ain't
I
gonna
need to
work.
provide anything for? I'm the man.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He said, I got the sperm. That's what I'm providing. You providing the womb. I'm saying, ugh. But that was the one thing that especially like in my last relationship, I genuinely did learn that. And I think I was appreciative of it, was just the fact that you can be a good person and not be a good partner.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's not, like the two are not tied together. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be a stand-up nigga who's just you just don't got it. And you can go get it, some of it, right? I think some of it is intangible, but I think a lot of it can be learned and picked up on and improved and shit like that. But I think, obviously a lot of men don't, we don't center love. Love is not necessarily something that we put that much stock into. You know what I'm saying? Like we look more for respect, we look for power, we look for control, we look for all these other things. And it's like, at the end of the day, I mean, bruh, like man, woman, it don't matter what gender we speaking. Like, who's really getting love, receiving love on a daily basis? You know what I'm saying? Like, not too many people at all. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, it's plenty of niggas getting control and they hate their life. There's plenty of niggas getting power, hate their life. It's plenty, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think niggas' focus is be in the wrong spot. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be looking for women they can control, or women will look for a man they can milk, or niggas will look for, and it's like, I get it. I absolutely get it. But it's like at a certain point, bro, you gotta want more than that. Like you have to. It can't be nobody else, nigga. Like it's got to be you.
It,
So with that being said, right? We talked about being a good man, not being a partner. I believe you to be a very good man. Not a very good man. Let me take that back. Just a good man. But with that being said, what would you say is probably
huh?
like your worst trait as a partner? Like not worst trait, but what do you think is like the one trait that you have as a partner that some people wouldn't fuck with?
I don't even need to think about it. I know. I want to do left the fuck alone most of the time.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
That's
Let's do it.
it. That's it. I enjoy my solitude. I'll go days. Like if I take a day off work and I don't get on PlayStation, there'll be a time where I don't even speak a word for the entire day. My mouth won't even open.
Yeah, I've had that a couple of times.
I love that.
I thought
I just
about it
love
one
being
time
fucking
where I
quiet.
hadn't spoken like a day and a half, and I was like, "Hey, yo,"
This shit
like not a
nice.
single word.
Sometimes I'll be like a brooding artist from the 18th century. I'll just sit in my room with the lights off and have a lit candle, and I'll just stare at the wall and think.
No, that shit is tough. Like when it's dead silent, that is kind of hard though. I can't hold
Yeah,
you. That's it's a vibe.
just sitting by candlelight, staring at a blank spot,
Nigga, I remember the
zoning out.
time last time we lost. It was like one of these winter storms. We lost power, nigga, and I had like 2 candles, and then I was writing in my notebook with the candlelight. I felt like an old Victorian nigga writing a fucking message to the count.
You need that quill pen though.
I know. I gotta dip it. I was speaking to the Duke, writing a letter. These
Yeah.
conditions are unacceptable. You must do something to help us out, Duke Ellington.
Duke Ellington.
Yeah,
Duke
he's the
Ellington.
Duke. Yeah, he's the he's the Duke in my residence where I live, my domicile. You know,
That's uh that's interesting. Why is Duke Ellington?
it's not the Duke. It's just another nigga who has the title of Duke, and his last name is Ellington.
Oh, okay.
His name's Jacob. It's not Duke.
Oh, okay.
He's a Duke's a title. You know, it's like President Ellington. You know,
President Ellington.
President
Okay.
Ellington. That's Joe Biden. Uh,
You mean Sleepy Joe?
Sleepy Joe Ellington, Joe Ellington.
Yo, Trump is one of the funniest niggas on planet Earth.
It's just I don't even think he's funny. He's just absurd, bro. Like he's just like he's impossible to satire because he's so absurd. You can't get more absurd than him. So it's like
Yeah,
you can't
and,
duel with that. You. It's hard to come up with situations like, well, Trump would say something like this. No, nigga, he would say something worse. Like, and the problem is, no one is capable of coming up with what's genuinely worse. Or if they are, they shouldn't say it. But he's gonna say it. And
that's the
that's the
hilarious
problem.
part. He's gonna
That's
say it.
that's the part where you can't copy that, bro. You can't cop unmitigated gall. You can't copy that.
The audacity,
Yeah,
the
a nigga just decided,
the
you know what?
wherewithal to
This is
just
some
not
shit.
give a fuck.
This is like blatantly racist. Fuck it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say
Yeah,
it.
what they
We're
gonna
all
do
thinking
about
it. No, we're all thinking it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. And if I was just looking like, oh my god, is this the thing? Oh, this is the thing. Oh, they told me about something. This is the thing.
bet you like in the first year, not even the first year, the first 6 months of his presidency, his advisors would say like, "Sir, that's not a good idea." He was just doing whatever he wanted, and towards the end, they just stopped giving a fuck and just started letting him do whatever the fuck he wanted.
Well, towards the end, nigga,
Well,
he was replacing him.
yeah, well,
Straight
yeah.
like that. He was like, Mr. Trump, I don't think. What did you say? Damn, that quick. I
All
think.
I said was, "I don't think." I didn't even finish.
Yeah, right. He didn't even get through with the thought. He said, I think.
It was
Damn,
about to be a compliment.
bro, this is day one. Like, I can't even get a week's worth of pay in here. It's no. I mean, no. I'm not. No, I'm not saying you shouldn't say it. I just think that there is a concern with calling a large swath of the population, quote, mindless baboons. I just don't think it's something you should say.
What?
Mm-hmm. No, I get it. No,
There,
that is how a baboon behaves. Yes, no, I understand. He's like, yeah, no, I get it.
that
Yeah.
is how a bad move is. So you're agreeing with him.
He's like, no,
Look, I'm trying to keep a job.
listen. I understand the analogy. I'm just letting him know that this is not something we should say. It doesn't, the veracity of the analogy is not what we're questioning here. It's just a matter of whether he should say it or not.
What does it take for a president to get thrown out of office? Well,
Getting his
yeah,
dick
no.
sucked,
What does it take for? You said what?
getting his dick sucked, and not enough
Well,
people liking you because the dick sucking wasn't even a problem. It was just
yeah, I was
people
about to say,
not
yeah,
liking.
no.
So I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. What does
I
it
feel
take?
like a president saying something openly racist should be enough to get him out
That's
because
not
obviously,
Mexico. He
no, I'm
said
saying,
Mexico.
it
Yeah,
feel
no,
like
yeah,
it should,
no, but it couldn't be. This country was founded on racism. How could that be?
but it's like quiet, subtle, behind the doors institutional.
No, it was never
racism.
quiet. It was only quiet after like what, like
Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm
the
saying.
1900s. It only recently got quiet, and even then, it ain't that damn quiet.
That's what I'm saying. But like, you just can't openly say fuck all the Mexicans. They're bad people. They're bad hombres.
Yeah, no, I know, and that's the fake cancel culture that people are railing out against. Like, I just can't even be blatantly racist anymore. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah,
He's right. He's right, folks. He's got a point. And it's all
shouldn't
because
be
of cancel
racist at
culture.
all.
I will also agree with you. It doesn't matter whether you're right here because because you're gonna be wrong in so many other things.
That reminds me of that. It was this old white dude on Facebook,
That was
and
me.
he was complaining about cancel culture and said, "I can't even say nigger anymore."
I was like, now, quick question: what happens in your daily life where you get what I'm saying? Because in my daily life, I don't think of white slurs. I don't think of Jewish slurs, Asian slurs, and Latino slurs. I just don't. I don't even think of like really fancy ones for women.
This guy is racist.
No, I get it.
Why?
I get, but that's my problem. Like, if you're an openly racist guy, you can't say that there's a cancel culture. Like, you understand what you're doing is the default, like, wrong in the world. Like, we fought wars over like race, over bigotry. So it's like, bro, this is going to be default wrong. Are wars an extension of cancel culture? Like, is that what we're getting at?
Well, I mean, leave it to these people. Yeah, it is, because think about it. Niggas were.
I mean, they literally are. I mean, I'm not. I
Niggas
wasn't.
trying to defend
That wasn't a
Nazis
rhetorical
now.
question. They actually are. But I
Yeah,
mean,
niggas are trying to defend Nazis.
that's how it's supposed to work. I mean, there's certain people who need to be canceled. Certain shows shouldn't remain on the air. I believe that. There's certain shows you watch a couple episodes. Yeah, these actors aren't really gelling together. Script's not really hitting the way it's supposed to. Performances aren't really giving what they're supposed to give. You know, maybe we should. Yeah, no, some of y'all need to come off of there for sure. 100%. Let me help you. Let me help you out. Let me help you out. No. You don't. You got a decent idea. There's just a lot of bigotry in here. So here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna cancel the contract real quick. Just real quick. Yeah, real quick. Now, all I'm asking you to do is rebrand the bigotry. Give it a little soft face, right? Give it a little. And niggas can't even go that far. No, sorry, you can't participate in society, bro. You can be a soft racist right now, and y'all niggas tell me that's not good enough. Like, that's just not good enough. That's not like that's unacceptable. I remember when I used to come out here, and oh boy, I used to have a whole reading list full of slurs, and I used to say them all back to back with the megaphone. And niggas used to scoff at me, and they say, "Well, it's his right. It's his right. It's a free country." But now, oh God, they come up here to counter protest me. They say all these rude things. They call me all these names. They call my job, and I tell my boss, I say, "Boss, come on, you feel the same way?" And he says, "Yeah, of course, but I mean, come on, man, you can't say certain things." And I say, "Oh, are you kidding me? I can't say certain things in this country. The things we say in that break room, and you're gonna fire me for what I said on Facebook?" Niggas be like, yes. You know why? Because you weren't smart enough to know when and where to shut the fuck up. You gotta know when and where to be racist.
Everybody can see it. Go to a local
You gotta know
bar
when
and scream it.
You can even go online and say it, but you got to know when and where and how you say it. There's codes. There's what do they call them? Not red flags, but what like a yellow flag or an orange flag or some shit. I don't know what the caution is. But like, there's other flags. There's orange flags. Like, you gotta hit one of those. You can't hit red flags. Like, that be the problem. Niggas be doing red flag work and then be getting tight. Like, bro, this is the shit that gets you put on a watch list. Like, of course this is gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? You can't just throw a slur out and think we're not gonna notice. Oh, come on, bro. You can't call me a hooligan. It's just not. It's not gonna work. But that'd be the craziest part. Like, niggas act like it's so hard to adjust to cancel culture. And I'm like, bro, you niggas are the biggest.
To adjust because I don't want to stop saying.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to stop hating on fat people. I love it. I enjoy it. I enjoy being rude to obese people. It's fun.
I love talking.
They're fat. Like, I should be allowed to do this. Like, it's just so goofy. Like I remember. Like, when I look back,
pills in women's drinks. Cancel culture.
What Yeah, no, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, me. I was gonna speak and say something. I was gonna say that,
Yeah. No boy.
um, what happened to say?
That
Shit,
caught you
boy.
off guard, huh?
Yeah, it was some thoughts in my brain for sure. When you had said that, but I think I remember them so much now.
Oh yeah, R. Kelly had a right.
Oh no,
You
90s. Yeah, there we
know,
go. No, stop now immediately. What I was gonna say was I remember watching a bunch of 90s shows like Jamie Foxx, Wayne's Brothers, Martin, the list goes on.
all the best shows. Yeah.
Right, all the good ones, right? Even some of the early 2000s ones. The Parkers, of course, one of the most notable examples. But you get a lot of shows where niggas just cook fat people. You know what I'm saying? The whole
Yeah.
premise of the show is just I'm gonna shit on fat people. Oh, there's gonna be one episode where like someone's transgender, and I'm gonna shit on them. There's gonna be an episode where we think someone's gay, and I'm gonna shit on them.
Yeah.
Right? There's gonna be an episode where so it's just like there's certain tropes that always came with it. And so that's why it always amazes me where it's like, bro, y'all had a whole storyline going about them just following a nigga around because they thought he was fucking women or fucking men or something. And like that's
Yeah,
the whole
like hiding
storyline.
around corners and shit, trying to see who he
Yeah, like
finds.
just like,
Yeah,
and
I
then
know
somebody
what you
walk up
mean.
to him, hey honey. He just hold on. No, I'm just in the club no, I'm not here for that. And then the crowd dies laughing because I mean it's just hilarious when a nigga with a deep voice in a dress comes says something to you.
Yeah, no, that's
Like him
literally
just saying hey is fucking hilarious.
nothing. You just walk up in a deep voice in a
Hey
dress.
sweetie.
That's it.
Hey yo.
And then the whole studio audience just bust out laughing like it's the
They're
funniest shit
screaming,
in the
laughing.
world.
Nigga about to piss himself. They had to stop the recording because one nigga dead peed on himself right in the seat.
And it was dripping down.
Shit was dripping down his leg. He stood up. He was still pissing. Shit was crazy.
Other people tried to stand up to let him go past, and they was slipping on the pee. It was a whole thing.
It was a whole mess. And so right after that, they said, all right, look, we got to take the transgender jokes out. Niggas is pissing in the studio. And so it
Like,
wasn't
bro,
cancel culture.
that's our bread and butter.
Bro, how am I gonna make a sitcom without my transgender jokes?
Eating transgender jokes. Yo.
What's that shit from SpongeBob? How am I supposed to eat this without my transgender jokes, bro? It's not right, bro. Is it really even comedy anymore if I'm just shitting on a marginalized group of people? Come on, bro. Bro, I mean, yeah, right? Back in the day, boy, I could just make all the transgender people in the audience feel like shit.
Shit, as long as you could do anything, as long as you weren't openly racist, you could.
No, even then, you can do anything as long as you're not pussy. That's literally what it comes down to. You niggas be pussy, and that's always the problem. Cancel culture is not real to the niggas who don't care about it. There's plenty of niggas who are just as despicable as they always been, and they ain't been canceled yet. You know why? Because they don't fucking care. They just don't give a shit.
Their fans don't give a shit, so.
Yeah, the fans don't give a shit. The fan base don't give a shit. The niggas that support them are obviously they're like, all right, look, we might lay low for now. And he's like, yeah, no, I get it. He knows what comes with this, right? He understands. Listen, sometimes I'm gonna say certain shit. I understand why a label not gonna rock with me if I say this. I'm gonna say it anyway though, because I'm a bigot.
Facts.
And that's what I'm saying. Those are the only niggas who like. Those are the niggas who don't. You see them conservative, right wing. Like those are the niggas who don't lose because they're just unabashedly pieces of shit. And that'd be the problem. Y'all be cosplaying as pieces of shit. Y'all be like regular, decent people. Like maybe just slightly bad, like below average bad or something. But then y'all be cosplaying as a nigga that's even worse. And it's like, bro, baby, this ain't you. This ain't you. You ain't got the heart for this, baby. Come on now. You ain't got the heart to be a depraved dumbass.
I'm gonna try though.
Yeah, I know. It's just a good grift and everybody getting in. I know, sweetie. I understand. Listen, if anybody understands, I do. I get it. It's just not the way to go.
Well, I want to make money at the expense of other people too.
It's so easy. I just say the things about the vaccine and then they believe me.
I want to jack off of women like Louis C.K. and still have a career.
I wanna put hot sauce in the condom like a nut ass freak, boy.
Nah, that shit's funny though. I don't got no problems with that actually. That's hilarious.
No, so I didn't have any problems with it until I got to the end. First off, okay, no, sorry. Back all the way up. I did have a problem with it. Point number one.
What's the problem?
Stop talking to me. Stop speaking to me about this. Why? Like, why do we know this? Like, that's my first and most pressing issue. Why do
That
I
was my
know this?
main thing. Like, why did you feel the need to? First off, this is embarrassing on your part, man. You realize that, right?
Yeah, that's
Why are
exactly
you telling
like
people this?
one, why do I know this? And two, why is it coming from someone who's not Drake? This would be bad no matter who told the story. But the fact that it's not Drake telling the story is the worst possible conclusion here. Why are you telling this story?
Because she couldn't get a baby, so she got to get clout.
And then two, the other question I have is for Drake. It's like, buddy, hot sauce in the condom? I mean, at first, when I read the story, right, I was under the impression that he did the deed, went to the bathroom, and put the hot sauce in the condom, right, to kill off whatever he's going. Then I read the story and find out, oh, you doing it with the hot sauce in.
Wait.
That was what I gathered from the story.
Wait, I thought he came in the condom, tied it off, poured hot sauce in the condom.
Maybe I read it wrong, but what I gathered from that,
bro, I didn't just look at titles. I read the article, and the woman herself said he went to the bathroom and tied the condom on. She untied it. So.
Yeah. And then at the end of the story, they mentioned that he said that he put it in there to he poured it in there to kill the sperm. Oh, okay. Hold on, wait, maybe.
I was about to say, there's no way he was fucking with.
No. Yeah, you're probably right. That's really sick, though.
That's insane.
I would love to go with that end of the story anyway.
You had me fucked up. I was like, there's no way. He was just hot sauce in the pee hole, Drake.
Yeah, and that was the part that I was really considering. I was sitting there thinking, like, no, that can't be right, dog. That's you'll die. something bad will happen to you.
Your pee hole sizzle and close up.
You couldn't possibly live from such damage. No, it can't be right. No, I must have it wrong. So yeah, clearly I did have it wrong.
Poured the hot sauce in there to kill the babies.
Yeah. So number one, it's like, bruh, what world? Why are you giving her dick? Like, that's the number one. I mean, I'm not gonna say why, because I know why any nigga chooses to give. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's ultimately the answer here. But I still have to ask the question. Like, why are you giving her dick? One. Two, it's just like, I think to myself, like,
you know what? He could have just flushed it, but he decided.
No, it was a trap. It was a trap.
That's the funny part to me. That it was a trap. That's the hilarious part to me.
That's the thing I'm considering. Like, the fact that this is so well planned out means that you had an inkling that this is what was coming. Like it's not like you just thought it's a possibility she could do this. No, it's likely.
It's a possibility with any woman when you a multi-hundred millionaire.
This nigga said, no, not only is it a possibility, I get the feeling you just gonna try to pour some nut out the condom. What? Better question. Okay. What hot sauce you think it was?
It was from a hot sauce packet, so it had to be.
It was the Chinese food hot sauce?
No, I'm thinking like Texas Pete. They become Texas Pete coming in the packet.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
you sure it wasn't just like the red Chinese food hot sauce? It wasn't that?
Drake is 100 millionaire, and he went on a date with this lovely young woman. You think they went to a Chinese spot?
Yes. Remember that time he took one? I don't know if I should expose it, but remember that time he took a shorty on Tumblr out and they went to McDonald's? Yes.
No, I don't remember that.
Well, it happened. Okay, Drake. I don't even know if they went out on a date, but Drake linked up with some shorty from Tumblr and they went to McDonald's. Okay, so he might have some Chinese food hot sauce in the crib. It's perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
You might have a whole drawer full of them, like real nigga.
You know, I'm thinking it was the hot sauce that comes in the pack when you go to a fish fry place. So you get the tartar sauce pack and the hot sauce pack. I'm thinking it's whatever hot sauce is in that pack. Okay. It don't even be named. It just say hot sauce on it.
Yeah, it's just like a miscellaneous hot sauce.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I got in my mind for some reason.
Okay. I think it's Valentina's.
They don't make Valentina's in packets. It's too good of a hot sauce.
I know. He had a bottle. He has a bottle underneath.
He makes his own.
No. He got a bottle of Valentina's underneath the sink in the bathroom.
Yo. He just put a couple
He
drops.
got
in there.
Valentina's, he got Red Hot, he got Louisiana. He said,
Did you see that picture of Drake with the red packet hanging off of his belt loop?
no. What he got? He got
Hold
he
on,
got the Batman belt with the hot sauce.
send it to you. This nigga he's prepared.
That man devious. He's clearly a deviant. We got the Batman belt with the hot sauce packet. I'm fucking crying.
It's not a packet. It's like a pouch of hot
Let me
sauce.
see this pic. Why do he got this on? He just did this just to do it. That nigga a jerk. He got that from he got that from the Caribbean spot for sure. He asked him for that.
He took the picture after the news story break. This is the pettiest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't like Drake, but this is the type of shenanigans that I can get into. Like, I don't like Drake as a person, but this shit is funny. Do more of this, and I'll like.
The part that I just still misses me, it still escapes me, is I just can't imagine. I guess you have to though. I guess now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, you're a multi-hundred.
No, not Drake. Not from Drake's perspective. I'm talking about the perspective of the woman who exposed herself. I'm not gonna say you have to expose yourself, but dog, imagine
I would have kept that.
Imagine you do what she was planning to do, as underhanded as what she did, and you get burned by the hot sauce. Bro, you can't go to your grave with that. Someone has to know about that story.
No, the main thing is though, there's no way she didn't see the hot sauce in the condom. What you didn't see, you saw red in the condom and still decided to try and get something out of it.
She wouldn't even think about it. She just picked it up and started pouring ASAP.
Ain't no way. You didn't expect it or nothing.
Nope, I know that's yours. I'm about to start pouring.
Bro, it's blood in it.
I only got a couple seconds.
I would assume if I saw it, I would assume it's blood and not hot sauce. I would see blood and I'd be like, damn, I just
and she saw whatever she saw and said, I still want this baby. so it did really matter. But I was
exactly what she got.
I was just like, but like what I'm saying is some wild shit like this happen, bro. You have to tell someone. Now maybe I don't tell the world, but there's no way you just quietly hold down this L. Ain't no, somebody has to know. Like that has to come off my chest, bro.
If this happened to me, well, I mean, a man, so this wouldn't happen to me. But if I was a woman, this happened to me, I wouldn't tell nobody unless I have like an inner circle of IG model friends that try to trap rappers like this regularly. I'm not gonna tell anybody that I tried to steal semen out of condom and I got hot sauce on my coochie. Why would I tell anybody that? That's embarrassing. Unless I got people that are doing the same thing.
Shit I mean, come on now. A lot of people tell embarrassing stories. I mean, think about it. That's
not embarrassing. That's sick. You tried to trap a man.
That's nigga. They're not saying it like that. Would you get over that shit?
Would I get over you literally stealing somebody's genetic makeup?
Yeah.
No, I'm not getting over that.
Nigga who was supposed to happen to was already prepared for it. Yes, nigga. It's like if you shoot at a nigga and he got a bulletproof fucking exoskeleton on. Yes, we should all get over it because you clearly were prepared for it, and he can't kill you. So yes, we should get over it now at this point because he clearly has countermeasures.
Yeah, he's the greatest. He came prepared. He had prep time. Drake with prep time.
A game plan. That nigga had a game plan. He went to the locker room at halftime. He said, "All right, boys, it's playing out exactly how we thought it would. Right? Playing out exactly. Look, hey, right? Third down when he make that play, it was exactly where I said. Right?
Come on now. Look what Drake was thinking the entire time he was fucking. Just, I can't wait till this bitch get this hot sauce condom. Oh, this shit gonna be funny as fuck." And I read the article. It said he ran in the bathroom like, "What's wrong, nigga? You knew what was wrong, bro."
He said like,
"You knew what was."
Can you imagine that nigga was talking himself? Like as soon as he heard the scream, he said, "Okay, all right, places, people. Don't laugh. You gotta see." He said, "Places, people. All right, first take."
Yo, you okay with that?
Drake with the fake worry, the face he put on when KD got injured. Yo, what's going on? You good? You good? I don't know. It's burning. It's burning. Oh shit, what's burning? What you mean? Oh, what? And they act like you still don't know. Whoa,
I would have went to a straight face. You shouldn't have done that.
Did you say you should? Nah, I would have still played along when she said it was burning. I'm like, burning? What? Well, hold on, we just had sex. Your shit can't be burning.
He put it off on her. That's
I'd had her feeling crazy. But that's the part. Like every aspect of this, and I feel like Drake the type of nigga to tell somebody else too.
Yeah, like yeah.
Like he 100% the type of nigga to put the hot sauce in a condom off of somebody else's suggestion, and then put the do. And as soon as she do the scream, he look at his man's like, what I tell you, nigga do the anime look to. You know the shit where they do the widescreen and it only show like their mouth and their eyes, like
just the glasses and the glare.
Yeah, he did one of those. Just I'll be back. Yeah, he a sick boy for that. He's sick boy. Well, everyone here is sick. First off, but she's sicker. But he's definitely sick for this. Like he's 100% sick for this.
Yeah, he wants. This is like
he was looking for this. Yeah, he was waiting for a shot.
He wanted to do it. He wanted to cause her pain because he could have just put the condom in the toilet and flushed it. She wouldn't be able to get it then.
That would have been the other thing.
No.
And that would have caused her pain too, but he just said, nah, I got it hit, but I'm going to be safe.
Yeah, I got it hit. But yeah, you could have just flushed the condom. You didn't have to put hot sauce in the condom to kill. What was she going to do? Plunge the toilet and go through the sewer to get your sperms?
He said plunge the toilet, go through the sewer?
There's no way. The hot sauce.
Oh man, what else was I gonna talk about? So did you see this Kendrick Lamar news?
No.
Oh brother, I can't wait to be the first person to break it to you. Okay, so Kendrick Lamar, Dave Free, who I don't know who that is. I'm going to assume he's white. Maybe he's not. Who knows? Don't care. And South Park co-creators are set to produce an Untitled comedy. Hold on. This gets significantly worse. The film follows a black man, interning, as a slave reenactor. I'm gonna let you. No, hold on. There's more in the sentence. This is a full sentence. I'm gonna let you sit with this for a little bit because it gets worse every single word we go from here on.
How does it get worse than that?
Black man interning as a slave reenactor, at a museum, who discovers that his white girlfriend, I mean, come on, slave reenactor, elite milk, that's 2 strikes. That his white girlfriend's ancestors once owned his. That's the 3rd strike right there. It's slavery. Now, how do I put this? As a wise man once said, boo, boo, tomato, boo, tomato, 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 boo.
Boo.
What is this? What is this? Like, what would this?
Kendrick Lamar, the creators of South Park, and some random white dude.
What is this? Like, I'm trying to figure out the part. First and foremost, like Mr. Black Israelite, who went from Black Israelism to this. You went from Black Israelite to this. You said, "Don't call me black no more. That's just a color, yo. I'm an Israelite." You know what I mean?
All the way through King Kunta.
And now you about to do a slave reenactor who dating Elite Milk, and the Elite Milk owns his.
Stop.
I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it because it has to be part of the story. The fact that, and she better be Elite Milk. First off, that's if this black man is. I know she's gonna be. I know she's gonna be a white girl I went to high school with. I know. I understand. I absolutely get it. But come on now, Kendrick, you got that. That should be the title of this episode. Kendrick Lamar's Elite Milk. Like that should be the title. But niggas wouldn't like it, so sure, it is what it is. We figure out what we figure out. But no, this has to go to hell.
It has to go below hell.
To be frank, this has to go to purgatory. It has to skip hell and go like past where Dante and them niggas was at.
This isn't going to Christian hell. This got to go to another pantheon.
He said a more demonic hell.
It's got to go to Hades, Niflheim. It's got to go somewhere bad. It's not
Boy,
even
just
hot.
saying words. I don't even know if they're real or not.
No, Niflheim is
I know.
the
I believe you. You could be lying, but I don't. I believe you,
instead of hot, it's cold. It's the Viking hell,
bro.
Norse
You do
mythology hell.
not have to convince me. I believe you.
I don't feel like you really
Even
believe me.
even if I didn't. What else was it? There was something else I wanted to mention. I don't remember what it was. It was related to the to Twitter. It was some shit I had seen on Twitter, but I couldn't remember what it was. No, it wasn't that. Wasn't that. That shit's pretty funny. The Joe Rogan shit, of course.
Oh yeah, that shit was hilarious.
I do not fully remember what it was.
Stole your
But
man.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I stole your.
You should give it back, you thieving bastard.
Oh, well, because I'm black, I'm a thieving bastard now.
You stole my memories. You are a thief.
You can't steal something that's intangible.
You can't steal someone. Okay, I'm going to harm you.
You can't
It's
harm
coming.
something that's intangible.
Yeah, I don't remember. What else? Let me just. I guess I could just mention a bunch of random things I saw this week. Let's see. Kanye West is supposed to be going to Russia to meet with Vladimir Putin. We can move past that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bart Scott said Josh Allen should take Viagra to keep his blood flowing before a freezing playoff game against the Patriots. Excuse me. Let's see.
I saw
Cameron.
also someone
Mhm.
somebody tweeted, "What is your most controversial sports opinion that might also be slightly true?" And somebody said, if the Bills want to get the most out of Josh Allen, they should build a dome for their stadium.
Oh yeah,
I
it
was
was
like,
Mia Kimes, and I 100% agree.
yeah, I definitely agree with
That's
that.
not even a goofy take.
That
It's just
nigga, it's cold. It'd be cold up there. Get
my
that
thing
nigga
is
a dome.
niggas. Yeah, like when you're up there, like I understand why niggas don't want to get a dome because they feel like the cold weather is also an advantage. Because it's like, well, I'm used to playing it and y'all not, but like you're playing the Patriots, so
So they're
that's
also
fundamentally untrue, right?
just
Like,
everybody cold
so at
now.
this
So
point, it's we're all good. So can we just get the best field?
best conditions.
Yeah, the best conditions for us, like
Yeah.
so. Yeah, no, I believe it wholeheartedly. I see all a
Well,
bunch of shit. That
I
thread was
saw
funny.
somebody else. They said Steph Curry ruined the game of basketball, and I
Mm.
was like, you know what? I get what you mean by this.
Yeah, I get what
It's
you mean.
because now
Like,
everybody's trying to put 3 pointers, and
yeah,
everybody's
you're
like,
wrong, but you're not. You're not.
you're
No, like
wrong.
you're
You're
wrong,
right
but
for
you're
the
also
wrong
a little
reason, but
right.
you're wrong.
Yeah, you're a little right, but you're definitely wrong. Like he
Like,
didn't
yeah,
ruin the game, but
Steph
he
Curry
changed the
definitely
game in a way
influenced this
that
shit.
he changed the game in a way that is a nightmare for fucking youth coaches.
Yeah,
Like you
that's
imagine being a
facts.
7th grade coach trying to teach 7th graders. Like, all right, y'all. So we from the
I
logo, nigga.
refuse.
You
I'm
bugging.
from the logo.
You bugging, nigga. From the
Those
logo,
7th grade
stupid.
muscles not even strong enough to
Yeah,
beat
word.
the
That
ball.
shit. That shit land like a full 2 feet short of the rim. That shit land in the paint.
Imagine 7th grade games now that Steph Curry is in the NBA.
Oh, brother, that's terrible. And
It's
think about it.
just
The kids that young was already throwing that,
throwing up
heaving
wild shit.
the ball up there to get a shot off. Nigga doing a full body heave. Yeah, no, I mean there was a lot of takes in there that I thought were pretty interesting. Like somebody mentioned one, like what was they saying? They were saying like field goals, you should get the distance divided by 10, and obviously just round it down to the nearest whole number. Basically meaning like you kick a 40-yard field goal, you get 4 points. 50-yard, 5 points. 60-yard, 6 points, and so on.
Mm.
Now niggas were saying like, yeah, who's gonna beat the Ravens though? And I was like, valid point, but at that point, you know what?
Fuck it. Them
Fuck
niggas
it.
be winning.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Y'all better
Did you
start getting better
see?
kickers.
I posted. You probably didn't see. I posted a video like a week or two ago about how basketball works in North Korea. Did you see that?
No, I didn't. You can explain
Kim,
it though. Hold on, I'm about to mute
Kim,
myself for a second, but go ahead and explain it.
Kim Jong Un made up his own rules for basketball because he likes it so much. You know, him and Dennis Rodman are friends, so Dennis Rodman goes to North Korea all the time. So Kim Jong Un made a bunch of rules for his basketball league. Um, I think. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna pull it up and get the exact rules. I know for a fact that there is ties. There's ties in it, just like football and soccer now, which is kind of boring. I'd rather have a nigga win, but every free throw that is missed deducts a point. Every point that is scored in the
Oh shit.
every point that is scored in the last 30 seconds of a game is worth 8 points. 3 pointers.
That nigga went madness.
You want this shit to be excited. Dunks are worth 3 points instead of two.
Oh
3 pointers. 3 pointers that go through the rim, that like go through the net and swish without hitting the rim, are worth 4 points.
He said that shit silky is 4,
That
bro.
shit cool.
That shit silky is 4, bro. That's
This
easy.
nigga, he's just making the ultimate game, the most entertaining game of basketball possible. This nigga is, North Korea got a lot of flaws, but basketball is not one of them. This nigga is wilding out.
That man is a sicko. Let me
I
tell you.
want to see a game of North Korean basketball. I have to.
Niggas is down 46 in the last 2 minutes.
Imagine Steph Curry in the North Korean basketball league.
I won't, and you can't make me.
That nigga's gonna be dropping 87 points.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not gonna have 92 points, 18 apiece.
Imagine Shaq missing free throws. That nigga team would be down 50 points.
No. Why am I seeing something? Apparently, a TikToker died after a fight over a video game. I don't even want to laugh at this, but this shit sounds ridiculous. Hello?
A TikToker died after a fight over what video game was it? Madden?
I'm trying to figure out everything. Was allegedly choked to death after an argument with his boyfriend. They were playing Overwatch.
Oh, I played a lot of Overwatch. Overwatch never get that fucking.
They was in the same room, like in the same house together too. That is nuts, bro.
What were they fighting over? Like, Overwatch. Who gets to play next? Who got?
I don't fucking know. I mean, it's fucking Overwatch. Let's be real here. Niggas was just mad.
Yeah.
Bro, fucking Rotate!
I've played a lot of Overwatch, and I've never, ever.
Like raid,
Overwatch is not that type of game.
It's not a raid.
It's not
any game is a raid game if I'm just a fucking devilish nigga.
I guess. Like, I played Overwatch. That's a game that I go to when I'm just trying to chill and shoot shit. Like, it's not like Call of Duty where you're just getting killed by bullshit. It's not like Siege where you have to try. Overwatch, you just go in, you pick a character, and you be shooting missiles and shit. I can't think of a reason to be mad at that,
bro.
Yeah, like.
Nah, I mean, let's be real. If you kill your partner, it ain't got nothing to do with the game. You just wanted to kill your partner. Like, come on now.
Yeah, no, that's right.
The game is just like, man, I got an excuse now. Fuck it. Yeah. Fuck it. This is the last one.
It's been a long way coming.
I had enough.
Thank you, Overwatch.
What else? Apparently Logan Paul spent $3.5 million on Pokemon cards and they were fake. What else? Glenn Beck has COVID.
Yeah, I saw that. If only something could have prevented that, right?
Yeah.
Like,
what else?
Vaccine that you're
what else? See, the Supreme Court blocked Biden's COVID vaccine or test rule for businesses.
I don't care about anything related to
valid.
No, it's done.
It's all right. So Houston Texans fired their head coach, which I was a little surprised with, but I also understand. A lot of people were just like, well, this team sucked. What else could he have done? And I'm like, well, y'all might not have watched the games because they were kind of close in a couple games, and their coach made some like a lot of coaches.
They make
are not very it's like decision making.
Not like, even bad. Just why would you do that?
Yeah, it's just like, what was the logic here? Like, if this works, it works, but it did not work, and the logic dictates that it probably wasn't gonna work. So it's like, why did you go for it? I just want to.
The logic dictated that it wouldn't work. So I'm trying to do a little reverse.
It was counterintuitive, So they wouldn't think I would pick it. So I did that.
Yeah, you get what I'm going for, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But with him and Flores getting fired, there's only one black coach in the NFL now.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a shame. I think it's a shame because obviously I have my criticisms of both of these guys, and even with Flores. Like the more I thought about it, someone who is a Dolphins fan kind of went into like the intricacies of like, listen, I know from the outside looking in, you see the record the last 2 years and think, well, what did he do wrong? But then you start looking at in-game decisions, personnel decisions, roster decisions, shit that he's done over the years. And they had a long list. Like it was like, think about it. Duke Johnson had 100 yards and 2 touchdowns out of nowhere, and that guy was on their practice squad.
Yeah.
Your practice squad. Not to mention Duke Johnson previously in the season had 75 receptions. So you knew who he was. It's not like you were shocked about who the fuck Duke Johnson was. Like it's not like you were just Duke Johnson. What? He's a rookie? Who is this guy? No, he's been in the league. He's put up great numbers before. So y'all knew who he was. He was sitting on y'all practice squad, and then COVID hit, and you were like, all right, fuck it, fine, yo, here you go, here go your shot. And nigga cooked up, and then he disappears promptly after that because y'all.
Yeah, I was expecting after he cooked up to.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
continue to cook up.
It's and shit like that though. Like, and then remember they had Fitzpatrick playing, and then they had Tua playing, then they sat Tua to play Fitzpatrick, and then every time Tua would fuck up like once or twice in a row, they'd be like, all right, nah, we sitting you.
Bro, do you want the rookie to grow or what?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. So it's like, yeah. So when you put all that together, I was like, okay, yeah, it makes a lot more sense when you see it like that. And cause like it's easy for certain teams. Like you look at the Vikings and you look at our talent and you say, oh, okay, 7-8, or what is our record? 8-8? I don't remember. I don't. It doesn't matter. But look at our record and just like, nah, it's not good enough. You got to fire a coach. Like, and it's easy, or some people look at it like, nah, they did all right. They just underachieved. Why would you fire them? But like, it's like you got to look at the totality of things. Like to me, when a coach is just not the guy for you no more, like you just need to go. Like, and a lot of these teams were under the assumption like, well, I'd rather be average with this guy and never be any better than leave and possibly get worse. And it's just like, bro, but you can't get any better with this guy. Like that's like you're admitting that. You're admitting this nigga, we're average with him, and I can't get no better than average with him. But I'll take average over the uncertainty of what could be terrible, what could be amazing. What could be anything in between?
Hire another Urban Meyer.
Oh God. I mean, but there is no other Urban Meyer. That's the beauty of this. There's other guys you could hire who wouldn't be able to do the job well, but there's no other Urban Meyer. You can hire Bill O'Brien, and that's not Urban Meyer. Bill O'Brien's just a bozo in his own right, but Urban Meyer he's a different breed. He's a different breed of bozo. I don't think people get that. I don't think they don't understand. He's a unique bozo. He's one of a kind. He's an NFT. He's built different. He's been minted. He's built entirely different, boy. I couldn't tell you what that nigga sells and made up.
Decade. I want this nigga to pursue a career in entertainment going forward because I want this nigga to continue to do bozo shit within eyesight of me. I want to continue to see more shit.
I do not want him to succeed.
I don't want him to succeed. I want him to fail. I want him to fail publicly where I can see it.
You want him to fail upwards. That's the problem. No more of that. Okay, enough. We've had enough of that historically speaking. No more. No more niggas failing upwards where you just, oh no, I failed my way into a better role where I'm even failing even harder. Oh no.
I'm just saying it would be funny if then they can put out some more content.
What else? Let's see. We got Euphoria, which I've never watched. I don't know if I even have a desire to watch it. I did start watching that Abbott Elementary show. That one was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna start watching it. Somebody told me it was on Hulu, so I'm gonna watch it. Also Peacemaker just came out recently. I don't know if you watched Suicide Squad, but he was one of the newer characters introduced in that movie, and the new Suicide Squad was good, way better than the first one, and had it was made by James Wan, so it was comedy and had James Wan all over it. So
James who?
Peacemaker. Wait, not James Wan. James Gunn. James Wan is the dude that made The Conjuring and Insidious. James Gunn made Guardians.
I was gonna say, no fucking way that's how you pronounce gun. Like I was sitting there thinking like Gunn, how?
No, James Gunn. James Wan made The Conjuring and Insidious. James Gunn made Guardians of the Galaxy. But yeah, James Gunn made the Suicide Squad, so his fingerprints are all over it. It's more comedy, way better than the first Suicide Squad. So Peacemaker is just gonna build off of that and more than likely be just as funny. I've seen clips from it and it does look funny. So I'll probably watch that. Like you said, Euphoria. I haven't seen it, and seeing everybody talk about it constantly all day, every day on Twitter takes away my desire to want to watch it.
Yeah, I get like that too. It do bother me sometimes, bro. I'm just like, guys,
Like I
relax.
kind of want to
It works
blacklist the
both
word
ways sometimes.
Euphoria, and like every other tweet is literally talking about it. Like if I feel like it wasn't this bad with Insecure was Snowfall. Like
No, it was 100%
Euphoria,
this bad with Insecure.
every
Like, don't fool yourself. Do not fool yourself. I can assure you, I follow a lot of people who watch Insecure every week. I didn't watch it. Like, I watched the first 2 episodes of last season, and I stopped watching because shit, I know the whole thing from y'all. Y'all told me how the series ended. I seen it already.
well, maybe
Like,
more people that I follow watch Euphoria than Insecure, because Insecure was only like 3 or 4 people that I saw.
Euphoria was crazy this season. Last season, it was quiet.
Yeah, last season I didn't
This
hear nothing
season,
about it last season.
boy, them niggas is loud and proud. They out here. I can hear them loud.
I really fuck with these niggas doing drugs in high school, huh?
It's funny though, because I remember a lot of people. Somebody mentioned it about Euphoria, and it was funny because it was like it was such a simple perspective, but I hadn't thought about it. And somebody was just like, "Y'all keep saying it's unrealistic just because this shit ain't happening, y'all." And on my head, I was just like, "Damn, I mean,
Yeah, niggas be doing.
damn, how
heavy
simple
drugs
is
in high
that?"
school.
Like in my head, I was just like, "Wow, how simple is that?" Like, because in my head, I'm thinking like, "Nigga, ain't none of this shit happen." But then I hear, like, I got niggas, like, I went to school with, who went to high school. Yeah, niggas was getting head under the stairwell. And I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
what stairwell?
Oh yeah, niggas.
You say,
I
you know, the
used to hear
stairwell to
about
the English
niggas getting.
class and the
Yeah,
English classroom. Every 4th period, I walk by that stairwell. What y'all mean?
niggas getting no head on the stairwell. What
I'm
the
sitting
fuck?
in my head thinking, like, niggas was getting toppy? And I was going to class? What the fuck? Like, I'm like,
Yeah,
bro,
that
what
shit
world was
definitely
y'all living?
crazy.
I wasn't doing no coke. Nigga, the worst I did was start drinking like junior year, nigga. Like, you kidding me? I didn't even do the wild
Yeah,
shit that niggas
smoke
should
some
have been doing.
weed.
Yeah, no, I didn't smoke
Nigga,
weed until after I graduated, nigga.
yeah, niggas wasn't doing crack
But it was
and
only because my
cocaine
parents
and
didn't
other
let,
shit.
like, not my parents, my brothers didn't let me. Like, they sold, and niggas was like, nah, I don't touch no weed, nigga. I was like, okay.
Nigga,
It's
you
all
have
in
to
the house.
graduate if you
But I
start
mean,
smoking.
yeah, no, after I graduated, I was like, all right, nah, you
Yeah,
good. Nah, you straight. But yeah, nah, like, so I always thought, like, because I remember thinking, same thing with the Euphoria. Like, I hate these shows where it's these high school kids and they got grown ass niggas doing coke and freeways and all types of wild shit. And I'm like, bro, what 14 and 15-year-olds is getting into it like this? And it's some out there. I'm not gonna lie, it's
a
definitely some
lot.
out there. But I still am not necessarily a fan of the genre. Like, I'm not a fan of just the shows that do it. Because Euphoria is not the only one, obviously.
Yeah,
There's a lot of shows that do them. We high schoolers, but we really 24 years old. And I never really vibe with that much because I'm just like, I don't think this is kind of sending the right. Because even when I was in high school watching the shows about niggas in high school, I was just like, this shit stinks. Nigga, what high school yet? Niggas getting swirlies? What type of shit going on?
yeah, that shit was unrealistic. I never seen no nigga get bullied and get
But
swirly.
you know what's hilarious? I asked my brother, and there were niggas getting swirlies. And he graduated about 2 years before I did. So,
That's fucking
again, I
hilarious.
can't say much. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like, nigga, this is totally unrealistic. But I also know in high school, I was not with that crowd of niggas who were doing that shit. I was not with the crowd of niggas who was drinking in high school. You know what I'm saying?
I can't imagine getting a swirly. Like it, if a nigga tried to get me, well, first off, I
Or
would.
not even a swirl. You don't even gotta go that far because that's pretty extreme. Like, we can talk about basic shit like doing drugs, smoking, doing fucking drinking
Oh yeah,
alcohol in
niggas was
class.
definitely smoking in
Oh,
in
but
high
like,
school.
nigga, I didn't know till my senior year niggas was drinking alcohol in school, like actively in class and shit.
Niggas used to have water bottles full of
Yeah,
vodka.
and they wasn't water. Yes, I
Yeah,
know. A nigga was like, "Yo, you want some?" And it was literally a Poland Spring, and I'm like, "No, I don't want some of your Poland Spring, nigga." What?
and this nigga
Like,
missed out on some alcohol.
no, I was confused because I was looking at him like, "What the fuck? No, I don't want no Poland Spring, nigga." And then he just kind of looked at me. He's like, like with the sicko laugh. And I was like, what the fuck? He was like, this ain't Poland Spring, bro. And I was like, what is it?
Late, nigga, you miss a chance.
Nigga was like, take a whiff. And I took a whiff of that shit. I said, oh, Lord. This surely is not mineral water. This couldn't be alkaline water. But yeah, no, I didn't know. I had no clue niggas was doing that. No, and don't get me wrong. Like my school was, probably a little bit more quote unquote upstanding. I'm sure if you go to other schools, niggas, plenty of that. Plenty of the fucking under the stairwells. Niggas is talking about threesomes in high school. I'm like, bro, a threesome in the school during class hours? Okay.
People got caught fucking or sucking dick in my school.
I hear you. They did in my school too. It just never. I don't know. I feel like you always look back on times in your life and you kind of forget some of that shit. You forget a lot of the nutty and wild shit that happened because, you know what I mean? As a kid, you just didn't need to hold on to that memory. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what did you need that for? What did you need to hold on? Oh, so-and-so getting top under it. Like, who cares? Like, you weren't going down there to get some top, so it didn't matter. Like, I was just like, oh, shit, well, fourth period, I got algebra, so can't get top then.
Yeah, no, I got it.
I don't know how y'all
don't show up.
Bro, I got algebra and I'm good at algebra. So
listen, the only period I can get top is lunch, and I'm not missing lunch. So
he said, and I gotta eat, and I'm not about to get top while I'm eating. That's some sick shit. So
I mean, I would, but just not in a lunchroom full of people. Maybe we're like alone, yeah.
Nigga in line.
We can go to the back of the cafeteria and I can eat while we doing it. But...
Now I remember the worst. I was in lunch once, and I forgot what it was, but I came late, so I didn't have a chair. Like all the chairs was taken in the lunchroom, and so I literally remember like sitting my book bag down. I had hella books in it, like strong ass books, like like the physics books and shit. Like so it was tall. So I sat down on my book bag and I had the books in it, and my niggas at the table was laughing at me and shit. And I remember a nigga came over. And mind you, it was late in lunch. It was maybe like 10 minutes left. So I didn't trip because I was like, I'm going to be sitting here for like 5-10 minutes and then we going to head out. I'm going to eat real quick and then I'm going to be good. So the nigga was sitting there like, yo, one of the teachers, it was a physics teacher, was like, yo, you gotta get a chair. And mind you, this guy's name was Dr. Panic.
Your what?
Dr. Panic.
Like
the nigga had a comic book name. It was Dr. Panic, motherfucker. Like, but it was spelled like P. Fuck, I don't know what nationality it is, or like the PJANIC, like Panic.
Oh yeah,
Panic. You know what I mean? Like yeah, like one of those. So it's like Dr. Panic, but I don't know, how you really pronounce that. But either way, this nigga was on some shit and he was talking to me. It's like, nah, you gotta sit up, or you gotta get a chair, da da da. I'm like, bro, look, it's like 5-10 minutes left in lunch. There is no chairs anywhere around here. Let me just sit here on my book bag and just enjoy the last 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. And he was like, yeah, nah, you need a chair. I'm like, bro, it's no chair.
Find me a chair then, nigga.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, it's no chair. Da da da. He's like, all right, well, you need to get up and find a chair. So I forgot how it went, and I'm just like, bro, nah, what are we doing? And I just got tight because I'm just like, the fuck would I be finding a chair for? So I think I sat down there, and eventually this nigga got my ass, like, nah, you gotta find a chair. And I'm like, bro, if you don't get the fuck, I just ignored the nigga at that point. I'm just like, I don't even fucking hear you, bro. Forget it, yeah. I don't hear you. I'm gonna find a chair, bro. I'm eating lunch, standing up if I got to. Who gives a fuck? Who fucking cares, bro? Like, what are you tripping over?
Yeah, nigga, I'm not mad. What are you mad at?
Yeah, I'm the nigga sitting on my book bag, enjoying myself, eating my nuggets. You the nigga.
Rule that I need a chair.
Yeah, and I forgot what it was, and he just kept going. I forgot at one point. I got into it with him, and I think he like sent me to the office or some shit. And I don't even remember how the day ended, but I was just so tight because nigga had me mad. And every moment after that, I was like, yo, every chance I get, I'm gonna fuck with you. I used to steal shit from his classroom just for the hell of it, because our class, like my chemistry class, was like bordering his classroom. There was like a big divider, and then it was his class, so like you could get right to it. So if there was ever like a time where his class was empty and mine wasn't, nigga, I would literally go in there and steal shit. I wouldn't even do nothing with it. I would just go in there and misplace shit. See, I just didn't like that nigga.
Teachers used to really be on like power trip shit. Like, what is it to you that I'm not sitting in a chair?
Yeah. I'm not gonna hold you. And when teachers,
5 minutes, I'm trying to eat. There's no chairs. If you want me to find a chair so bad, go find me a chair.
Yeah, bro, I'm smiling. I'm having a great time sitting on my book bag, bro. I'm good. Why is this a problem? I don't understand. And like the craziest part is like for me, every time I had that experience in high school, like I violated because I never understood like why are y'all going so hard for this shit?
Because
Like
they control.
y'all don't be going hard for the basic tenets of teaching and shit. Y'all be going hard for these weird ass ego power trip type joints.
Literally.
I'm not going for that shit. Like I just was never going for that shit. Like and I think it was my 8th grade year because like 8th grade, I remember, niggas made it seem like, yo, once you get to high school, shit get real, yo. Da, da, da. They was lying like a
They
motherfucker.
said
But
about everything. They said that
I
about
know.
going from high
They
school
said
to
about
college.
college too, yup, yup. And so they did all them lies. When you get to high school, it's real, da da da. So I said, all right, 8th grade, it's my last year to wild out. I'm gonna be a fucking menace, nigga. I'm gonna wild out. So 8th grade, I ain't do too much shit. And freshman year, it came in and I was sluggish. Like I was slow to respond. I was slow to get back on my shit because I was honor roll before then. But after taking a full year off, you know what I'm saying? Like my whole 8th grade year, I was just bullshit. So freshman year, I came in was like, okay, oh shit, I got to be serious again.
Time to
Oh, all
buckle
right,
down.
let me try this. Let me try. So I'm trying my hardest to be fucking safe, or not safe, to be serious again and shit. And I think it was my freshman year. I had a history teacher, and this nigga, I forgot what it was. I just used to come to his class tired all the time. I used to be dead tired coming to this nigga's class. I'm not sure if it was after lunch or after
Oh, that
gym or
drinking and
something.
drugging he was doing from the Euphoria school.
Yeah, from the Euphoria school. But I was just dead tired. So I used to come in his class and I used to be nodding off and shit. So I remember I would nod off and he would like pick on me, knowing I was asleep, trying to catch me. And so that shit used to bother me. But I'm like, all right, whatever. And then there was one particular day where I came in, I had my head down on my desk. Like, when a nigga got his head down on his desk, a teacher can see that. I just don't give a fuck, bro. I'm that tired. Like,
Mhm.
so I just smooth put my head down, and nigga, like, I was sleep, nigga. Like I'm talking like the corner of my mouth wet sleep, like the drool sleep. I was sleep. Nigga woke me up out my sleep, and they asked me a question. I was like, oh, I don't know, bro. He's like, oh, well, why don't you know? Let's flip to your book and you'll have the answer on page so and so. I was like, I don't got my book. Why don't you have your book? And I'm in my head, I'm just like, yo, you doing a lot for a nigga who know I don't have my book. I don't understand what this is all about. Like, you knew from the moment I
Bro,
walked in, my book wasn't on me.
it's
So
about the
you woke me
power.
about my sleep to ask me if I had my book on me, knowing I ain't got it. Like, and he did all that. Niggas giggled a little bit, and in my head, I was like, I bet I'm gonna fucking smoke you. Watch. And from that point forward, I terrorized that nigga. I used to come in that class to go to sleep. And so I still did. But the days I didn't go to sleep, oh, I was a menace. I was a menace because I was just like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna disrupt everybody learning. I'm gonna fuck everybody shit up. Since you wanna be a dickhead, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be Gucci. And I remember I made him sick. I mean, I told you the story. We used to do the snore shit, and we used to snore him to death to the point to where this nigga like broke in one class and was just repeating the shit back to me. Everybody got silent afterwards. It was like, oh shit, what the
Yeah,
dog?
we only had two teachers that I can remember in high school that were complete shitheads, so we walked all over them like that. And one of them was a junior year English teacher, like English 3. And we used to just play clips from different movies in class on our phones. Like,
Mhm.
we used to play the I Am Legend. What are you doing here, Fred? We used to play that. And we
I used to
had,
love I Am Legend. I'm not gonna hold you.
yeah, me
That
too.
was
That
like
was
one of
my
my
favorite
favorite movies
clip.
for a while.
We used to play the Spartans clip from 300, and we would all stand up and like, we are Spartans, and start yelling loud as fuck and start stomping our feet. We used to terrorize that class, and she deserved it because she was a shithead. She was, and then the other one was I forgot what I forgot what class it was. It was U.S. history. Well, no, it was social studies, but I don't remember if it was world history or U.S. history. But this dude was an absolute shithead. So you remember that video of the teacher that was like, "Whoever threw that paper, your mom's a hoe."
Yeah.
This dude was just like that. He was just like that. He used to say shit about people's mamas when they were disrespectful. So uh, niggas found him
Yeah,
on
I'm like, bro,
Facebook.
that only encourages the behavior. I don't
Yeah,
think you understand that, especially as a kid. Because as a kid, you're like, oh, you joining?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't? Okay, say less.
Niggas found him on Facebook and found his little clothing brand or whatever,
Oh,
and
man.
they
Like
they
that.
ran amok on that. And this that yeah, no, it's it wasn't good for him.
Yeah. So with that being said, right, with the pandemic and all that, I do feel for the teachers because I know it's some troubled kids in there acting the fuck up. Like
Oh
I've
yeah,
seen so many videos of niggas, like even in college, mind you. I've seen videos of niggas playing their songs to their professors, doing all types of wild shit, and this shit be funny. But at the same time, I just like some of it is like just hilarious, like genuinely hilarious. Like there was one where it was like the end of the class is over, everybody took their tests and shit, and it was just kind of like it was like a link up at the end afterwards, I guess. And then niggas was just in there like dancing and shit. Like I was like, all right, cool. I ain't tripping over this. But even in college, I never understood the professors who like it's this burning desire, like it's just this pretentiousness about their knowledge, where it's like I'm gonna give you the knowledge, but I want you to be grateful for the knowledge I'm giving, bro. Yo, just deliver the material,
I'm
bro.
paying. Not great.
Yeah, I'm not
You're not
grateful for none of this. Just
getting
deliver the fucking material, like that. And the shit that used to piss me off the most was at high school. A teacher said, "I already got my degree, so I'm good. Y'all want to just keep talking?" Then da 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 da. And looking back on it, I was like, that was such a nasty line because
yeah,
it's
no,
like,
that's
sis, you
good.
basically just tell me I already got my degree. I'm getting paid no matter what y'all niggas do, so I don't care about y'all. It's up to y'all if y'all want y'all own learning. I'm
It's
like,
your
sis,
job
that's
to
how
teach
it's supposed
us.
to go. We kids. We don't give a fuck about this education, nigga.
You went to school for this. Shouldn't you know child psychology and
Yeah,
how to
you know how
wrangle kids
kids
in?
give it up. You know these kids don't be caring. Listen, do you think kids care about their education? Truthfully, like, don't get me wrong. At a certain point, you do.
Yeah, at a certain point, but especially not elementary, middle school kids. They don't give a fuck. They don't want to go home and play what the kids play Fortnite now. Back in the day, I want to go home and play fucking Modern
Even if it's high
Warfare.
school kids, like I seen kids in positions to where it was like, dog, it don't matter what this nigga doing in school, cause he not finna go to college, he not going to the army, he probably not gonna learn a trade. He gonna have to figure some shit out. And you know this, but you gonna still treat him like with this condescending, like, I already got my shit, so it's just your education you wasted.
Yeah,
Nigga,
help
you know,
him.
like, yeah, like, bro, I'm 15, you know I'm gonna waste this education. Like, like what are you talking about? You be grown folks wasting their education.
It's at this point where we need one of them fucking movie teachers. Now, Brandon, I know you got a rough home life, but I'm trying to help you here, son. I
Yeah,
need
I
you
mean
to help me
that,
help you.
and look, and we ultimately we gotta help these damn school districts and these teachers out. Like that's what it come down to. Like teachers get paid dirt, nigga. They get paid in
Sure.
pennies, and
And
it's
then they
like,
gotta pay for most of the shit themselves.
and ultimately look at what their job is. Look at what it's required of a teacher. What I'm expecting of a teacher. Like your job is no small trifle, nigga. Like your job is not some. Oh, okay. You Wendy's. Worst case scenario, I get a little lettuce on my burger and I ain't want none. No, nigga. Like your job is important. You don't do your job. You create a whole group of kids who just don't feel like it matters. Education don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my thing is, education is eternal, nigga. It don't matter how old you get, you gonna be learning. It don't matter how old you get, you gonna have to use critical thinking. You got to use problem solving skills. So it's like you're not willing to even engage with these kids where they at. It's like, what are you doing?
Nothing. Literally.
Making a paycheck. And listen,
It's
like
not
I
even
said,
worth it then.
and I can't get mad at teachers who really do their shit. But I just know because I think about on all the teachers I had. Like I had so many niggas who like they shouldn't even been teaching. Niggas who like it's like you didn't even like kids. You don't like us. What you
Yeah,
here
why
for,
do
bro?
people that don't like kids become teachers? I never understood that.
It's the same reason why people who got all types of like bigotries and hangups and all that become nurses and RNs and residential assistants and aides and shit. Like, bro, why are you aiding old niggas when you hate people and you dislike old niggas too?
It's
I,
just a good
it,
gig.
is it? I'm like, bro, is it being a home health aide? That shit don't pay much. It's not a good gig, nigga. You picking a bad gig for an even worse reason. Like,
It's easy. I'm not doing it correctly. If you easy.
but that be the thing that kill, me, especially with teaching with nurses. Look at the way they work nurses. If you don't love this, what are you here for?
Yeah,
Bro,
that's
like this shit, like that's the definition of a job to where the pay don't match the return don't match the what you putting into it. So it's like if you're not here for the love of this of people and help, what like I understand being burnt out. That's a whole different story. But like when you just don't give a fuck.
well, I got into the business to start euthanizing people. I just want to kill people on their
I read a
natural
story,
time.
yo. You know what's crazy? I read a story about a nigga. I think it's in Japan, maybe like that. And it was like the biggest like mass killing, mass whatever event. I don't know what you want to call it. Because it wasn't a
That's
shooting.
unaliving it.
Yeah, but um, it was like a dude who worked at a mental hospital, and he was working with the patients, and he seen the conditions, and they were in terrible conditions in the
Oh,
hospital
I
too.
heard about this. He stabbed him, right?
Yeah, and then like he started getting like a little erratic, and then at one point he wrote like a letter to like the prime minister, like, yeah, we need to do something about these niggas. Don't worry, I got you.
I watched a video on this channel on YouTube called Coffee House Crimes. They literally talked about this.
Yeah, I mean, it is wild, like, and it's like, but you gotta understand, it's niggas who work in education who feel that way about kids. Like, it's like, you know, these kids is a meal ticket. You know what I'm saying? They're a way for me to make money. That's all. I don't see these niggas as little entities that need to go into the world and pick up. Like, once they leave here, they just they whatever to me. It's like I'm just like I don't know how niggas do it. It would be like like to me the equivalent is like working for a nonprofit and seeing like these niggas ain't really in it for helping people. They just in it for like the tax benefits.
Yeah.
Like yeah, like because like I worked at a nonprofit and like I could tell these niggas really wanted to do a lot because they put a lot of effort into it. There was no reason to put that much effort into it unless you wanted to actually change some shit. And the nonprofit I worked for, they addressed systemic changes. Like they were looking at like we don't want to go to a community that where they have food insecurity and then just give them food every week because that doesn't solve the issue of why they don't have food.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So we, if anything, we're gonna create a community garden there so y'all can continuously build your own shit, get your own food, and get it for free. Da da da. They'll do shit like that because when you do that, you address the actual, you know, conditions. You address the environment. You address all that other shit instead of just giving niggas a band-aid where it's like, all right, cool, you give me a basket of food every week, but what happened if you can't give me a basket of food this week? I just don't eat. You know what I'm saying? Or I just don't got enough food. So it's like it's a band-aid because the moment you leave that gap, the same problem I had before exists again.
But we're not we're not in the business of changing things in
Yeah, I
America.
was about to, you know, it's funny. A lot of nonprofits are like that because think about it. If we solved all these issues that all these nonprofits exist to help, then what would they do? What would these trust fund babies do? You know what I'm saying? If I couldn't be the assistant director at a nonprofit, what would I do? And don't get me wrong, not all these niggas is trust fund babies. It's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is a lot of niggas involved are getting jobs because it is, because of that, because it is. So it's like, what would these people, what roles would they fill if there wasn't a world that existed where their entire career path is defined by necessity? It's defined by people not having enough. Well, if they had enough, nigga, what would you do?
Yeah, you'd be out of business.
And so that's why a lot of our prophets don't address root causes. Because in their mind, all right, well, shit. If I grow you a garden, then nigga, you not gonna need me no more. So I can't get the photo ops. I can't get the write-ups on you and your people and what y'all going. You know what I'm saying? I can't milk y'all for what it's worth.
It's
It's
sad, but
nasty. It is nasty,
the world.
but that is how some nonprofits look at niggas.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the
It's a
crazy part.
non-profit, but the heads are all getting paid.
Yeah,
All
and like
directors
it's
and
a whole
villains.
industry built on the back of niggas not having. And the
Mm-hmm.
moment niggas start having, the industry crumbles.
It's
So
truly sick shit.
So don't get me wrong. I'm not necessarily funding the shit that leads to you niggas not having it, but I'm also not addressing it either. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I'm just sitting here acting like I'm the and don't get me wrong, like to a degree, I am the good guy because I am providing you with a material need. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not addressing why you not getting it in the first place. So I can do this. I give you a little 1 year contract where for a full year I do this, I do that, and then after my year is up, I say I wipe my hands and say, "Job well done. I helped out a family." Okay, cool. But the
What
year's
about
up,
the
they not getting
people?
no food no more. Now what?
Yeah.
Like you fed them for a year. I'm not taking it from you. But now what? Now they can't eat because you only had a 12-month contract with them.
Why are you even giving people a contract? Like you said,
Or not necessarily a contract, but like a yearly grant. If I give you a yearly influx of money and then they spend that money on gift baskets, that's cool. What happens when I lower how much money I'm giving to them? Or what happens if I decide to cut them off and allocate my money elsewhere? Because that's how a nonprofit work, right? If I'm giving out grants of 10,000, 5,000, 25,000 here, 10 here, 15 here, 5 here, I'm giving out all that grant money. Eventually, at some point or another, I'm gonna start revisiting with certain niggas. Okay, well, let's look at the metrics on the return that we're getting.
The metrics on
right, yeah, exactly.
Nonprofit worried about metrics.
Let's look at the metrics on the return that we're getting. And don't get me wrong, like mostly every nonprofit, especially ones that grant niggas money, would require like some sort of report back because you want to know where your money's going. That's just, to me, that just makes sense, right? Like, I don't want to give you 10, because my nonprofit, the one I work for, they dealt with, there was a wing of it that dealt with a lot of places in Africa, right? So and granted, the same thing's true of American ones, but in Africa it's a little bit different. You have to have those reports. You know what I'm saying? You have to have some sort of accountability for where your 30 racks is going, because 30 racks in Africa moves crazy.
Yeah.
You can build crazy, bro. I've seen niggas build towns with 25.
Yep.
Build a school building, pay the whole staff off. I'm like, bro, how with 25?
What's the conversion between
I couldn't tell you
and USD?
I couldn't tell you. It might not necessarily be. It could be market rate too. Like if teachers is getting a certain pay rate, and you got like, I can give each of y'all 2,500. They're looking like 2,500. They got, I make 1,400 in like 3 months. Okay,
that's insane.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. So in those cases, you need those reports back. So I'm not necessarily mad at niggas who need to know the metrics, but my problem is, it's some niggas who all they care about is the metrics. That's what they prioritize. Like the return on investment, quote unquote, is what they're looking for. So if they feel like, oh, now you're not doing enough with my money, you don't like, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna give you my money no more because I gave you 30 racks and all you did was build a well. Like you could have built a well, you could have got a post office and a library with all that money, and a librarian with all that money. And all you built was a well and some solar panels. Man,
niggas need water and electricity though.
I mean, sure, but and again, that's for some niggas. I don't want to do the job that the government's supposed to do. Okay. And niggas will never say that out loud, right? But like that's what some niggas is like. They just like, I don't want to address the system. Some people purposely don't address the system because the way they see it is, it ain't my job to do that. It's my job to help you. My job is not to change the conditions of the world. And again, those are the nonprofits that feed off of the conditions that exist. Right? Like the real nonprofits should be addressing the root causes, because nigga, I would love a perfect world where I do my job. I gave y'all so much money that y'all changed all the issues and now I'm good to go. I can leave. I can get out of here. You know what I'm saying? We can disband because damn, I don't, my job was to provide money so niggas could fix all their water pipes and we can get clean water for the whole country. But now that we got clean water for the whole country, I guess either I pivot to a new issue or I don't got nothing else to do. But some niggas is like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to change y'all pipes in y'all city because that's something the city should pay for. So what I'm going to do is provide y'all with water bottles, which is nice. But
the whole point of a nonprofit to provide services to people in need, even if the city is supposed to provide the service, they're obviously not. Mm-hmm. So why wouldn't you attack the root cause since you are?
Well, for a lot of people, they look at it and they strictly think, well, I would have to sink too much into it. And my thing is, the way I've seen that money work, I think they're wrong. You're 100% wrong. I don't think you have to, like, niggas think you really got, like, think about it. Like, it don't cost much to buy a vote here and there. You know what I'm saying? It don't cost, like, I know niggas swear it do. You might think it do.
Niggas that try to buy votes are niggas, terrible people. Nobody on the right side ever tries to buy a vote. Tobacco niggas buy votes. Oil niggas buy votes. Nobody with
And that's the
solar
problem.
panels and solar
That's the
energy
problem.
tries to
Real
buy
niggas
votes.
not buying votes. Real niggas.
Yeah.
No, first off, real niggas are buying votes. I know that they gotta be. But my whole point
What's
is,
getting done on the real nigga side?
no, my problem is they're buying votes for certain shit, but it's like opportunistic. It's like, all right, I'll buy votes for some real nigga shit, but this is just to distract you from the super real nigga shit that I don't want y'all to get to. So I'll give you a little crumb and hide the sandwich. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hide the rest of the sandwich and give you a little piece off of it. That's the one.
I don't get that.
I mean, you do get it. It doesn't make sense in terms of your stated purpose, but when you really look at their real purpose, yeah, it makes perfect sense. My real purpose is to make money off of y'all plight and to simultaneously put a band-aid on y'all wounds and make money. If that's what I'm looking for, nigga, it plays itself out that way. If I want to address the root causes of shit, it plays itself out that way. You know what I'm saying? When you get these nonprofits that fight for policy change, you see, right? But even some of them might be the same thing. It could be the same shit. You fighting for policy, and don't get me wrong, they'll fight for certain policy, but they might know, all right, I'm up against a brick wall when it comes to policy because I'm just gonna get outspent. But that's not gonna stop me from raising money.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna stop me from getting some bread line in my pockets while I still quote unquote fight the good fight, knowing it's just not really a fight I can win.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, you know, that's why I always say, like, it's a lot of nonprofits, I treat it almost like missionary work. Like, a lot of missionary work has good intentions, but then when you think about ultimately what it is, it's like some of y'all niggas is gonna withhold services unless I get with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, ultimately, some of y'all not gonna fully y'all not gonna let me in, feed me, clothe me, shelter me, unless I believe in y'all God, right? Or you know, in the case of a nonprofit, or unless I, you know, don't get me wrong, like, you'll pull up, you'll bring some water and some food, and I can get a little something to eat, something to drink. Now, I'm appreciative of that, for sure. But then I gotta go back home. I can't stay here if I'm not one of y'all.
I gotta take this Bible and go back home to my non-drinkable water.
Yeah, go to your village 4 miles from here that you trekked out here to get to.
How is this missionary work and God helping me then if I'm just gonna go back to the same situation?
Yeah, so missionary work is the same thing. And don't get me wrong, I think some people are of the belief like all missionary work is predatory. I'm not fully of that belief. I think that a lot of it is just because.
Well, so like I feel like it is and it isn't, because you can say all missionary work is predatory, but there are some people that have predatory intentions. Right. And I feel like there are some people that legitimately are just trying to spread the word of the Lord.
Yeah, right.
But at the same time, that don't mean everybody else got to believe it. So you going out of your way to force these beliefs on other people is still predatory.
Right.
Even if you're doing it with good intentions, it's still. Right. Did you hear about that one guy that got killed by a tribe of?
From Sentinel Island or something like that.
Yeah, he got killed by a group of Sentinel people. The media is. The media has been trying to make out these indigenous people like they're savages and like they were in the wrong. They warned him multiple times. The fisherman, the boat that dropped him off, warned him not to go to the island.
Oh, he knew.
He went to the island the first day. The fisherman like, don't go. He canoed over there anyway. They shot arrows at him. They hit the ground next to him. He left and came back. The next day, he came back again. They shot arrows at him. This time, they literally hit his Bible. How much more symbolism do you need? He left and came back. Came back again. That's the movie, and then they found his dead body. Why would you keep going?
Yeah, that was the movie symbolism. You don't get no more. The arrow pierced the Bible. Huh? Did it lead you to a specific page and a specific verse too?
As a missionary, do you think God was giving you a sign at that point? Like, yo, they just pierced my word. Don't come back here.
God gave you the Bible so you could bring it, so it could get nabbed, so it can get smoked, so you could look at it and be like, I'm not playing, nigga. Go back. Listen, I respect your dedication. Talk to a nigga who want to hear it, okay? Yeah. Talk to a nigga who wants that. There's people who want to hear this.
I personally don't believe in what's called missionary work, because I don't believe in a God that would damn anyone to hell just for not believing in him. Like, even if you're a good person and say you're a native person, an indigenous person on an island that's never heard of God, you're gonna go to hell because you never heard of him, you never accepted Jesus Christ. I don't
Yeah,
believe in
not to
that. So
mention,
I don't believe in
yeah.
missionary work. I don't believe in that.
Like I believe in it in the sense that its stated purpose is to literally spread the word,
Yeah. So
right?
like from
So
your side, it makes
right,
sense.
yeah, from the
I'm
word,
trying to spread the word.
yeah, right. From and as a missionary, that is your job. Your job is not to, like you said, it's not to convince niggas. It's not to sit up here and sell a nigga. It's not to coerce a nigga. It's not to force a nigga. It's bro. I'm gonna present it to you. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, all right, have a good one. You know what I'm saying? Like that's supposed to be your job, and I think, and this is with anything.
It's gotten
Forget just
lost in
religion.
translation.
Obviously, you said what happened?
It's gotten lost in translation.
Yeah, no, I think so much of it is now people try to see it in black or white. It's 0 or 1. It's binary, right? It's either right or wrong. And it's like there's so many scenarios where both people are right. There's so many scenarios where neither you could be right. There's so many scenarios where there's two of y'all are right and there's still another perspective that's right that y'all don't know about. So it's
Mhm.
like there's so many scenarios where everything can happen at once, right? You can do missionary work and cool. All right, you presented this to them. They not really hearing that because them niggas just want something to eat. I get it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just give y'all niggas something to eat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can come through. Y'all need something to eat. Y'all can come through. Listen, we're gonna have a little, a little 5-10 minute link up with you, try to tell you. But look, you ain't fucking with it. You ain't fucking with it. I ain't about to put my hand on my
It's like a
shoulder.
timeshare.
Yeah, I ain't gonna put my hand on your shoulder like, yo, listen, man. So God is unhappy if you like, you know what I'm saying? And it just it all like you said, it comes down to the individual. So much of it comes down to the person. And it's the same thing with nonprofit work, with all this shit, right? It's like the person, like people get lost in systems, and that's what it ends up boiling down to because people will feel how they feel. They get put into a system that says, all right, well, fuck your feelings. This is how we finna do it. What you finna do? And niggas respond one way or the other. And you know what I'm saying? Like you see a lot of people get into these fields. And that's why I kind of sort of get why people who don't like old people will get into these fields, right? Like you'll be a nurse if you don't like people because it's like you still seeing it as I want to help people, but then you get to a point where these niggas ain't worth helping.
These niggas annoying, bro.
Yeah, right. Like these niggas they just ain't worth helping, right? And don't get me wrong, like every ordinary nigga has had that thought about some person,
And also, an
persons.
ordinary nigga, once they had that thought, they would think, all right, let me step away. And they would quit. You don't go on and start killing people in their sleep
Yeah, work.
like Dr.
Yeah, right.
Death, Dr. Kevorkian.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I don't know, man. So anyway, we was just rambling about Sentinel Island niggas.
You know, I
The
got something
craziest
on.
part,
Oh, no, go ahead.
I, I was just gonna say this real quick. With the natives on the island, right? Like you said, the boat warned him. He had known these niggas don't know nothing but that island.
That's
Bro,
it.
listen, no funny shit and no disrespect. Your God not real to these niggas.
For real.
Okay? They don't
That's
know
it.
nothing yet.
Nigga, I'm
Bro,
praying to the sun.
bro,
If I'm praying.
they might not know math. I don't know. I assume they got it. They got
No, they
like the
gotta know
basics.
something because they
They got
building
basic
shit.
arithmetic, but now they might not
Yeah.
even have that. Bro, you might not need math to build shit. Trial and error to the fullest. Like you might just really just make it there after thousands of years of just nah, that ain't it. Shit,
True.
that
No,
ain't
that's
it.
right. After a while, you building buildings
Nigga
without even
scratching his
knowing
head.
any metrics or nothing.
Nah, that ain't it.
They just out there eyeballing shit perfectly after years of evolution. They
Yeah,
can
word.
perfectly
Yeah.
eyeball a foot, a meter.
Like think
I
about
can
it.
tell how tall this
Yeah.
building is.
You sell enough doves and niggas give you enough complaints. Yo, come on, son. This shit a little short. It's short. All right, bet. Next time, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna get
Literally,
it eventually.
niggas
So
evolved to eyeball fucking
a domicile, a place
a
to live.
domicile architecture. They can eyeball architecture.
So yeah, hold on. Let me create this walkway real quick. Just give me a second.
Oh, let me create a waterway here for our feces to go down.
Said,
It's gonna be quick.
oh
I know
shit,
this.
this nigga about to make an aqueduct. Nigga, look at you like, the fuck
A
are you
what?
talking about? Yeah, word.
Nigga,
You don't
I'm
know
getting
what
rid of
that
my
word means.
doo-doo.
Nigga, describe the concept of.
Showing this nigga.
So you want to
What the
filter
fuck
the
you
water
talking?
out, and that's called the sewer. He's like, oh yeah, we got those. I didn't. You said what? A sewer?
I don't like what you calling that.
Yo, let's call it something else. Call it a I don't know, something else. We'll workshop it.
All I know is you start saying any more weird shit, I'm gonna get my bow and arrow.
Yeah, where nigga said sewer, aqueduct, toilet. That the T come off crazy to my niggas. I just need you to know that. Like when you do
Another
the
thing
toy sound,
that
like
people really ignore about this is a tribe that has been untouched by mankind for hundreds, maybe
for their
thousands of
entire
years.
existence.
So
As far as they know,
random
nigga.
people popping up at the islands are gonna bring unprecedented diseases and probably wipe these niggas out like the Native Americans. So this white missionary showing up.
He's God's
Well, shit,
mercenary.
the way he killing people, he might be a mercenary. But like this
Nah, that's
random
God's
white
mercenary.
missionary showing up, who know he's gonna bring the common cold, he's gonna bring the flu, he's gonna bring all types of shit dormant in his body, and these people are gonna start dropping like flies. That's why they didn't even let him get close. They were shooting arrows at him.
Nah, they got him clapped from a minute. They got him clapped from far away. They said, "Oh nah, don't let that nigga touch."
They found his body, not the natives, but like the people that went to go look for him. They found his body on the shore, nowhere near the tribe. They clapped that nigga with arrows and left his body there to sit.
Soon as I heard that shit hit them rocks, nigga, I came looking. I came looking. Yo, what's that? Yo, y'all heard that? Yeah, all right, we out. Say less, we out.
Nigga got warned 4 separate times. The nigga that dropped you off said, "Don't do it." First off, he bribed the nigga in the boat to take him. He didn't even want to go. He bribed him.
If you gotta pay a nigga and he still warned.
And the nigga in the boat didn't even drop him off on the island. He stopped offshore, and then the nigga canoed onto shore. They shot at him. He left. He came back. They shot at him again and hit his Bible. He left. He came back. The next time, there wasn't no coming back. They killed him. This was 1,000% his fault.
No, 100%. I mean, 1,000,000,000,000%.
But the media is blaming the tribe. They're saying like these savages killed him. But
they did kill him.
But they're framing it as if like they were the problem.
I mean, it don't matter, bro. This like that's my thing. Like, I don't care about no framing because I bet none of y'all niggas gonna go to that island and play and try to wrestle one of these niggas.
That's funny as shit.
What you talking about? What they gonna pull up with the police? Mr. He don't got a name, do we? All right, my fault.
We don't know.
One of y'all niggas. It's one of y'all niggas. I'm not sure which. Him. Ooh, look at him up there. I know he can shoot a bow from mad far.
Look you right there, strapping young lad.
He said, "Yeah, look at this strapping young lad. What's your name, my nigga? How old are you?" You don't.
And they just looking at y'all, and then they start shooting arrows.
He don't know old. Sorry, my fault. You don't know what that means. Like, bro, no. Like, that's my whole point. Like, it don't matter how y'all frame these niggas because y'all not about to go over there and make these niggas pay for it. So, as far as I'm concerned, shit over with. Your nigga got banged on and nothing got done. Nigga just wearing the RIP t-shirts. Like,
I feel like you saying nobody gonna go over there and arrest nobody, but
they not going over there.
I feel like colonialism, these niggas could show up with a fucking military squad and just take.
No, they could. No, nigga, they can do anything they want. Will they? That's ultimately what the question is here. And at this point, because the whole world knows about it for what it is, I don't like. It's just too much bad will that it would take. And it's like, what do you really get? You conquer an island with big ass cliffs, and you got to figure out what to do because you don't know what's on that island. You have no idea.
Literally,
you get what I'm saying?
Untouched for years.
Yeah, it's their island. All you got is little Google Maps drones and shit. Like, that's all you got at this island. So realistically, nigga, you can't take this island, take all the bad will, the bad PR, and all the countries chiming in about this and that about it, and then not even know what's on that bitch. Not even know how to get to it. Not even know what you finna take. You just gonna take over an island and hope it's some good shit. Like, you conquered a group of niggas, and damn, man. yo, how you designate these niggas a protected tribe and then violate anyway?
Yeah.
Get to the island and it's just some fucking rocks. All this shit is doing is
You ain't
helping
even
you.
get nothing from it.
No, you got something from it. All it did was help you make harder phone cases. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's what you did with this.
You didn't even get none of the important batteries that niggas. You didn't get no
He ain't get no lithium. He ain't get none of that good shit.
Cobalt.
He got some shit. Cobalt. I remember I learned about so many of them colors from Halo. Because Halo had like the skins and they had like the cobalts and all the shits, the topazes and all that silly shit.
Topaz. Yeah, the first time I ever heard the color topaz was probably from a Halo armor.
Cobalt was definitely Halo. 100% Halo.
Cobalt, yeah.
That's as soon as you said that shit triggered the
1,000,000,000%, yeah.
That's like I went to this dude crib because like my phone died. My neighbor was across the street. This thing got a like brand new house, shit big as fuck. And I went to this nigga crib like, yo,
mining cobalt.
he was mining NFTs, but nah, he opened the door, and when he opened the door, this big ass fucking dog was next to him, and it was like hold on, I guess I gotta look up dog breeds because I don't want to get it wrong.
Mastiff, Doberman.
I want to say it was like a border collie mixed with something. It was big though, big as fuck.
Yo, let's say if it's a border collie, it's gotta be mixed with something because border collies are like golden retriever size.
Yeah, but like it was like a border collie. It was like fluffy as hell though. So border collie maybe in a doodle. I don't know. But anyway, this shit was big as hell. And answered the door and he was talking. I was like, oh yo, I live like right across the street. Da da da. I got locked out of my crib. Can I just like charge my phone here so I can call my mom and da da da? And the dude was like, yeah. So he let me charge the phone in the living room. And this nigga dog was named Cobalt. And as soon as he said the word, then I remember it triggered the exact same memory where like as soon as he said Cobalt, like I just started thinking like Halo armors and colors and shit. I was like, Cobalt, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
I love just hearing or smelling something random. It just triggers a memory in my brain and unlocks something from like 30 years ago.
You're just like,
oh, I mean, I'm not 30, but
do you remember that song from 6th grade? Remember? And it's like a song you never thought of in like 19 years.
Yeah. And then you got to go and just listen to that song 30 times in a row.
Yeah. I had that recently. I had that like it was a club version of a song from the 80s called "Oh Sheila," right?
Oh Sheila.
Yeah, it's a great song. Love it. But I had never heard the original of it. But I remember my mom was like, got in the car with my mom and like WBLS playing, which is like our I guess like our old black folk station, right? So they play a lot of the, you know, the 90s and 80s R&B, no, mostly 90s, like 90s, 2000s. Yeah, exactly. The 90s and 2000s R&B, that type of Janet Jackson's, the J Holidays, the Dreams, the Maxwells.
Holiday.
Nah, but they mix it up, right?
Yeah. No,
but so you get the Maxwells, the J Holidays, you get the Keisha Coles, you get the Neos, you get a lot of different shit with it. But anywho, damn, what was I even saying? Oh my god.
It was about unlocking an old memory.
Oh yeah. So they would play all them old joints, and damn, I still don't remember what the fuck I was talking about. That's a shame. That show is a shame.
Call them Euphoria drugs.
Nah, it's just the weed.
Yeah, they don't be doing weed on Euphoria.
Nah, they be doing like coke. Around. There's probably white kids doing coke in high school. I ain't gonna hold you. I just wasn't privy at all.
I went to like a 98%.
I know, man. You didn't know white people, so nobody did coke. Who cares, man? Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And the white people I did know, they were like in bands, so they weren't doing coke.
Nah, they was doing coke in band. You bugging. A tuba player definitely doing coke. You bugging.
We didn't have a white tuba player.
I bet you did. You didn't know about him because he was doing the coke.
How does the coke negate my how did I not know him?
He was so high, you forgot about him.
He warped reality around me to the fact where I didn't.
That's a Stan's ability. The higher he gets, the less likely you are to remember interacting with him.
Speaking of Stan's abilities, someone is on part 5 now, huh?
Yeah, man. So for those who have been tuning in these last couple of weeks, your boy started watching JoJo. I think it's great. First and foremost,
Yeah.
You tried to put me on the Baki. I'm gonna get back into that, but it was a little too. I wouldn't say too tame because I know it get crazy, but it just was. It was regular, not even in a bad way.
If there was any series that I'd rather you get into between Baki and JoJo, JoJo is the obvious.
Yeah,
Because
no,
I'm
no.
a
But
JoJo fanatic.
JoJo's perfect though for I'm gonna say niggas like us because it's
Silly
just
niggas.
yeah, exactly. Like it's just the flair that comes with it is something that I don't know if I've seen in an anime. Like
Really,
I'm
there's
sure there's
no
anime that
anime
do
like
this.
JoJo. No,
Yeah, I'm
there's
sure there's
not.
okay.
There's
Say
not.
less then. But because like I always think of like the goofy animes that I can think of, like but the way that they are able to get goofy, to get gory, to get serious, to get like you know what I mean, make social commentary or some shit,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean, like the fact that they do it all is kind of like damn. So like y'all give history too, like you know what I'm saying, like you fit.
Yeah, you'll be watching JoJo and they say, back in
Yeah,
1822 in
like
Naples, Italy.
yeah, Naples, the center for traffic and da. I'm like, okay, hold on. Niggas even did the Pompeii shit. Like, it's
Yeah.
a lot of shit in there where I'm just like,
One thing
I
you
mean,
don't know about JoJo, this might be why you like it so much. Hirohiko Araki, the mangaka that made JoJo, did on Roots.
You said what?
He based it on Roots.
I'm fucking screaming.
He
Like
based it
roots, like
on
roots.
Roots. I put it on Tumblr. I put it on Tumblr like 3 or 4 years ago. I'll send
Nah,
you it.
that's
But
cap. No
what it
fucking way.
no, literally, he said he obviously he didn't base it on slavery, but what
Nah,
he
no.
did
Hold
was
on, I'm about to mute myself real quick, but keep going.
he based it on an anthology of family series stringing through generations, which was literally what Roots was. He saw Roots and was like, I want to make something like that, but not slavery. So JoJo is an anthology spanning through generations from the first Jonathan all the way to the end, uh Jolene. And then it actually keeps going past that because there's an alternate universe. But yeah, it's an anthology based off of Roots. Literally, everything that has ever been made on planet Earth is influenced by black people.
That's actually OD fucking funny.
I just sent it to you on Tumblr so you can watch it after we finish. But yeah,
that's really fucking funny. Like I can't even believe it. I'll put it. And he said it
yeah.
himself. I'm fucking crying.
I sent you the video. Yeah.
Oh, why did I think it was like a nigga wrapping up what he said? Like, nah, they was interviewing the nigga as he was doing some shit. He said,
Yeah.
yeah, so no, so yeah, you guys ever let me think. You guys ever heard of Roots? Nigga be like, yes. Yes, I have heard of Roots. Yes.
What they got to do with an anime?
He said, okay, so you know how Roots is an anthology, right? And if I just okay,
Oh, man,
yeah.
where's this going?
Yeah. Anthology. Oh my god, it's JoJo. It is.
Is Roots a JoJo? Nah,
The nigga said, "In it? Nah. Ain't no way JoJo a Roots flip. Ain't no way JoJo is a Roots flip. Nah, a Roots spinoff. Like,
spinoff.
like, ain't no way. But nah, I mean, I think it's just like, and it's funny because I remember when I went back and watched Yu Yu Hakusho, like I was like, yeah, man, like this is what this is what I was looking for. Because I was trying to go back and watch Dragon Ball Z, and it's
not gonna hit the
filler.
same way.
It's so much
Dragon Ball Z
filler.
Kai
Yeah,
literally cuts out
that's
all the
gotta
filler.
be it. It's
But
so.
what I don't like about Kai is they changed. This is such a small nitpick. This is such a tiny nitpick, but they changed Gohan's voice, so I didn't like Kai. They changed Little Gohan and Teen Gohan in the Cell Saga. They changed the voice, so I didn't like Kai. That's my only nitpick of Kai. But yeah, I prefer the original Gohan.
Did they change the voices in both dubs or just the English?
I've never listened to
In Japanese.
Dragon Ball Z sub.
Okay.
I watched Dragon Ball Super sub once. Dragon Ball Super came back.
Yeah, sure.
But the original Dragon Ball Z, I never watched the sub for that ever.
Yeah, no, I didn't either. I can't even imagine. I watched the movie sub. That was it.
Yeah, I think I watched a couple movie subs.
I don't think I watched the dub of any of the movies. Did I watch? Actually, no. I watched Broly in Japanese. I watched it with the
Wait,
subs.
the old Broly or the new Broly?
The new one. I watched the new one with the subs. I watched them all previously with the subs, but I watched the newest one with the subs. So I don't think I've seen it. I might have saw Tree of Might on like Toonami. You know what I'm saying? Like I might have saw like that the Garlic Jr. shit. Like I might have saw a couple of them in
I'm pretty
English.
sure I saw everything before the Saiyan and Frieza saga on Toonami. Tree of Might, Garlic Jr. I saw all that
There's
shit
another
on.
one. There's like one more. Yeah, but like those three, like the one that was on Toonami, that's the ones I
I
saw.
saw, yeah. But I was
Everything
on my
else,
way
I
to go
watched.
watch the Broly movies and the fucking Cooler. I don't remember seeing Cooler on Toonami.
Yeah,
I
nah, I
watched that
definitely.
myself.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. They actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they had it on Toonami, but this is like when we stopped watching Toonami. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, so
past.
they brought it back after.
Yeah, yeah. I
What was
remember it was
weird?
the metal cooler one though. I remember the metal cooler one was on Toonami at one point. And I remember seeing it like thinking like this is mad hard. Like the childhood me would have like my meat would have been like like throbbing watching them.
The metal cooler on Toonami. I watched this shit on like a streaming site for anime.
Oh yeah, I
I don't
watched
know
them
if you
all.
saw when you were a kid. Did you see like there were sites dedicated to DBZ and Naruto? Like you would go into the site and the whole site would just have every episode of DBZ or every
Uh-huh.
episode of Naruto.
And they would have like one season of another show. That's it. Like
Yeah,
if
literally
that,
the whole
if
site's
that.
just dedicated to these specific shows. So that's where I used to watch all my DBZ movies on a Dragon Ball website. I don't even remember what it was called.
Yeah, I remember. I think the only movie I didn't watch was Bio Broly. I
Oh
started
yeah,
watching
but
it
it
and I
was a
didn't like it.
while.
I started watching. And I was just like, "This is silly. Like, can we,
Yeah.
can we not?" Like, I was just like I watched everything. I watched the Janemba one. The
The
Janemba
Janemba
one.
one was
Janemba is one of
hard.
my favorite ones. Yeah,
That's the first time we see Gogeta.
yeah. The Janemba movie is one of my favorites. The legendary Super Saiyan Broly. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, the first
I know
Broly.
Broly Return. No, even Broly Returns was good.
Yeah, everything but Bio Broly. Literally everything but Bio Broly was good. What was the movie where Goku went Super Saiyan 3 and he fought like the giant monster? It's
The
how Trunks got
Hildegard.
his sword.
That was the Hildegard one. What movie
Yeah,
was that? It was
it was
definitely
the one
Hildegard,
Future was
but I
playing
can't
like
remember.
the
Typon. Yeah.
yeah.
What fucking movie was that? I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I remember the move Goku used called Dragon Fist. I don't remember the name of the movie. But I remember a dude from the future came back with a sword and he was playing like a magical flute or something.
That was
And
Typon.
Trunks got his sword, and that's how Trunks
That
got the
was
sword from him.
yeah, that was 100% Typon. I don't remember the name of the movie, but I do remember.
Everybody that's watching knows them. We've seen it. We all seen it. We just don't remember the name. It don't matter. Everybody's seen it.
Dead Zone. Oh my god, that was the name of the fucking Garlic Jr. one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You still look for the name for that?
No, I was looking it up. I saw that. I remember watching that so many times. I used to hate it. I hated it. That and Tree of Might.
Yeah, they played.
I hated them because they just played those
I remember
two.
Toonami played Tree of Might like every week. I see Tree of Might so many times.
It was Dead Zone and Tree of Might all the time. Nothing else.
You know why? It's because we were so behind while Japan was getting everything. They just had to play what they had for real, for real. That was Fusion Reborn.
Fusion Reborn. That was the BoJack one. Yeah.
No. That was
That's the one you're thinking of?
That's the Janemba one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Future Reborn. I'm thinking of BoJack. BoJack was one of my favorite niggas. He was thorough.
Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah, he was thorough.
That was hard. Let's see what this one. BoJack Reborn. It's called BoJack Unchained. Yeah, that's what this one is. That's where Gohan was Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah, Coolest Revenge. That was a good one.
There's Dragon Ball movies?
Yeah, who cares? Sleeping Princess and the Devil's Cat. So I'm good, bro. I want to see the Red Ribbon Army, nigga. I'm straight. Yeah, like I'm straight.
There's a GT movie. GT A Hero's Legacy with a Kid Goku Super Saiyan. Yo, I'm not gonna hold you. a lot of people talk shit about GT, but I watched this shit and I liked it as a kid. There was a
I
lot
think,
wrong with it, but see, Super Saiyan 4 and all
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
dragons
yeah,
over
yeah,
trumps all the bad
yeah.
stuff.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
It was
That's
terrible
facts.
series,
And
but Super
that's
Saiyan 4 is it. That's all we need.
thank you. You said everything. You said everything. It
That's
was a
it.
terrible series, but Super Saiyan 4, the dragons, the Shenrons, that was
That's
what it came
it.
down to.
Yeah. Even
Eh,
Baby Vegeta. Baby Vegeta was hard.
yeah, no, he was bro, the villains were amazing. The dragons, all of it was good. It was just the way that they handled key plot points was just silly.
Yeah.
It was
Literally
just like, yeah,
silly.
it was silly. It was just like, this is how he gets Super Saiyan 4. This is how Vegeta gets Super Saiyan 4. He
From
used a
Flux
machine and he
Rays,
just,
a
yeah, like,
machine Flux Rays. Y'all couldn't even come up with a better name.
come on, bro. There's got to be another way. In the original one, he just got so tight, he powered up the Super Saiyan. Like, he never did, he did the, Super Saiyan 2, obviously, SSJ 2 and all that. But he never did 3. So come on, for his 4, it's got to be something crazy. Like,
Nope.
you could have had Goku getting polished, and then Vegeta just like, nah, yo, I hate this nigga so much, but I can't let nobody else kill him. It gotta be me that do it.
Yeah. Vegeta over his baby parasite and went Super Saiyan 4 and like vanquished that nigga himself. It could have been so easy.
Right? And then one of the Shenrons wish him back or some silly shit. And we
Anything.
could have had the same story. It would have been the exact same story, but we handled Super Saiyan 4 the right way. That's it.
Yeah. Like
That's
how
it.
so like that's why people say that Vegeta is a bad character because he was handled so badly in GT. Like
Oh
Goku
yeah.
got to Super Saiyan 4 normally through screaming and became the Golden Eight, and he repressed all that energy and became Super Saiyan 4 with the red fur. Vegeta, he couldn't do that. They had to give him some artificial Super Saiyan 4 energy. Like what?
Yeah. And I was like, did he have to go like, and when Vegeta went Super Saiyan 4, he skipped the egg.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
skipped the ape anyway. So it's like, if you didn't need the ape to build this, fine. Cool. Leave it out. And find give him like, bro, this can't be it. This can't be it. Like, keep going the same way. Give him that same inspiration. Nigga, give him that same, the first time he was just sick. He saw a nigga go super. I can't believe it. This nigga? Bro, this nigga,
That's
this
because
goofy
he
nigga
was
who just like
possessed.
fighting niggas, he never want to take care of his kids. This
The
is the
only way I
nigga.
can explain it is because he was possessed by a baby. That's the only thing I can think of. But
That's fun.
still,
Man, that's funny money.
look, what happened was
That is funny money.
Vegeta was still possessed by a baby, and Bulma also possessed by a baby. She made the blunt waves thing,
Uh-huh.
and then Vegeta went into the Golden Eight form.
And my
So
whole thing
I mean,
is
not
like,
Vegeta, but baby in Vegeta's body went into the Golden Eight form, but it still wasn't Vegeta because I guess you could say baby couldn't tap into Vegeta's full potential, so he had to have somebody make like the machine. So I
yeah,
guess
but
you can't really take that away from Vegeta since he wasn't in control of his body.
yeah, but you should have had Vegeta tap into it to break that and that, like you said, because
No,
it
I
eventually
agree.
happened
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
he
I agree.
eventually broke it anyway. And I don't even remember, how did he break the spell?
Maybe Goku whipped the dog shit out of him. I don't
Like, I
remember.
don't remember what it was,
I
but
don't
it's
remember
probably some
either.
silly shit too.
Yeah.
So it's like, bruh, like, you took the most roundabout way to get to a silly conclusion that you could have just took one silly path to get to.
We would be better writers than the niggas that
Yeah,
wrote this.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I understand. You got to build a whole universe. It's an arc. You know what I'm saying? Like we might be looking at it as like 10, 15 episodes. They got to see it as 40. I get
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand. It's different shit that come with it, but I don't know, man.
Then again, also the creator of Dragon Ball Z didn't make GT. Akira Toriyama, he didn't make GT, so
No, I
all the
remember that.
flaws in GT are not his fault. So we can say that we can probably write better than the niggas that made GT. I can say that confidently.
Yeah, because Z had most of the twists that you need. Like it had almost all like even like between Goku getting a little heart attack joint, like that shut shit
Yeah.
down for a while. That had
Yeah,
niggas
I remember I
scared.
was fucked up
I
as a
was
kid.
pressed. I was like,
Yeah.
yo, my nigga got diabetes. What the fuck? Like they gave this nigga Goku like cardiovascular disease. This nigga hurting.
That's how you know Saiyans are really black. No, for real. Saiyans definitely black. Even if they don't look it.
He gave that nigga coronary heart disease.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Put that
that's
nigga
facts.
down. He said, nah, yo, hold up. Your
That
hypertension
nigga blood
flaring,
pressure
nigga.
was too high.
Yeah, sit down,
Goku's
nigga.
blood pressure was too high to fight the androids. He had to go lay down for a little bit. And then Trunks gave him them blood pressure pills, and he was right back at it.
Right back at him. You feel me? Gave him the blood pressure pills. Nigga got in the gym, started hitting the weights, eating right. It was light.
That might be a title.
What? Goku's blood pressure?
I don't remember exactly what I said, but it had something to do with Goku.
I got that say Goku's blood pressure. I got a couple of them. I got Goku's blood pressure. I got Kendrick Lamar Presents Elite Milk.
That saying has to die.
That shit has to keep going. Just because the assholes who said, once I seen it, I was just like, yo, you were some sick niggas, man.
Who even came up with that? Did they approach Kendrick Lamar with the idea? Because that's the only way I can see it not being racist is if Kendrick Lamar approached them. Why would the creators of South Park approach Kendrick Lamar?
I mean, I get why they would, but like, why would Kendrick go for this is the bigger question.
Yeah.
That's 100% the real question here. It's not why would the creators of South Park do some other.
That's what I feel like. The only way Kendrick would go for it is if he came up with the idea himself. Because I don't see another way.
I don't know, man. Because my whole thing is like what you gonna give me this, right, and then you gonna try to do the whole like, all right, we gonna give you some real Black history because we in the museum and like, bruh, you know, you gonna give me some real history on slavery? That's what this is. Like that's your play.
Got enough history on slavery, bro.
No, but like that's your play here. Like your play here is like I'm uplifting the Black folks by actually giving us a platform to where we can see the true face of slavery and not just the face that the white folks have painted. I'm like, bruh, I'm just freeballing here, but it's like, dog, I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear it. I'm good. No disrespect. We seen a lot of niggas do it. They did it well. Yeah, most disrespect. We seen a lot of niggas do it and do it well. 12 years of slave. We watched all them shits. I didn't watch all of them. Yeah, I didn't. Like I tell niggas all the time.
As an adult, I have not watched a slave flick. I used to watch when I was a kid because, like I said, I went to an African-centered, elementary, middle school.
Yeah, nigga, Life was the last slave flick.
I watched Roots. I watched Amistad. Nigga, I'm an adult. I'm not watching fucking slave pieces anymore. I barely sat through Selma.
I don't think I did sit through Selma.
It was good,
the Fruitvale stations. Like
Fruitvale.
I don't
just niggas getting killed.
I don't disrespect none of the movies.
I know why you guys are doing it,
and I don't even disrespect the cinematography. Like I understand y'all niggas is painting a picture, and some of y'all are gonna follow the. You know what I'm saying? You did so much research and you put so much effort in. I'm not gonna fade your contribution. That's not what I want to do.
You're doing this for a reason. You're bringing attention to an issue. But me personally, I stay up to date on Black issues, and I don't need to see another nigga get shot by the police.
Right.
That's why I hated King and Slim.
Queen and Slim. He said King and Slim. I'm crying. Queen and Slim.
Oh no, I saw the gay version.
He said,
King and Slim.
Yo, King and Slim. That might be the title.
I saw Queen and Slim, and I was just like, "What is this? Like a fairy tale? This is the good version of what happens if you get pulled over by the police." They still ended up dying in the end. So, what was the point of the whole movie? I know the whole point was to show, this is to show the plight that Black people go through.
Mm-hmm.
What would happen if you decided not to get harassed by the police
Right.
and you accidentally defend yourself and kill the police, you got to go on the run. And then the whole movie is just entertainment after that. You go on the run and you're seeing the hijinks with them going on the run. But if we didn't live in a world where you needed to fear getting killed by the police, the movie wouldn't exist to begin with.
Like you wouldn't have this.
It wouldn't be, there would be no reason for them to have killed that cop and left.
Y'all could have just went home.
They fuck going home. They wouldn't have got pulled over. They would have went home anyway.
I know. Y'all could have just went home.
Like,
That's exactly what I mean.
I don't see, I know there's a point in these movies, but it's not for me. Because I already know the point, so I don't need to see these movies.
Yeah. And I think, especially with Queen and Slim, again, I didn't watch it, but I didn't watch it, but a lot of the critiques I heard of it were just, like it was just not well written. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's to me where if you gonna do this and it ain't well written, then what are we doing this for? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because the writing is everything, bro. If you gonna try to sit up here and talk to me about oppression or talk, you know what I mean? And it's not like you're doing it lightly, because Queen and Slim didn't take this lightly.
They killed a cop and went on the run.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So it's very heavy-handed. So it's like, all right, the writing that come with this gotta be it's gotta be a step above. You know what I'm saying?
Like, with it.
Yeah, because I'm not about to sit up here and let y'all just do some shit. And I'm gonna just try some shit. Don't start trying. Don't start trying. Come here with what you got, bro. Like, don't start trying. And
the
so
movie had a lot of flaws. Especially one scene where
you actually watched it. I commend you, bro.
well, I didn't watch it on my own volition. I went to the movies with somebody to see it.
With his own volition, folks. He had to learn new words to describe how much he didn't want to go see this movie.
I've known the word volition for.
Nah, I know. I love volition. It's a great word.
That's what I was saying. There was one scene in the movie where after Queen and Slim go on the run, and there's supporters all around the country. They're supporting they're leaving from the police and they're trying to get to Mexico, and so obviously protests break out.
Oh, is that what happens in the film?
Yeah, protests break out over this.
Wow.
This is actually this is before George Floyd protest and everything. This is like 2018 or 2019. It might have been a year before.
Yeah, this is before that. This is before the pandemic and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, so protests break out, and then there's one black kid that they met along the way on their journey when they were trying to go to Mexico, and the kid was just so influenced by meeting them that he shoots a police officer and then gets murdered.
Oh, brother.
That's what people mean when they say it's not well written. Because there's no person is gonna do that. Nobody's gonna grab a cop's gun and it's anger inducing. It's anger.
Yeah, no. What you just described to me does not sound like
it's quality.
It does not sound like quality theater.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way. That is not a ticket I will pay for.
Yeah.
That's not it. Yeah, that's not it.
Skip.
But it's like it's like a lot of things, right? It's like that show Harlem. Like, I don't know if you ever seen when niggas was making their criticisms about. They had a scene.
I heard about it. Yeah. When they were in the barbershop.
Yeah, right.
I heard about that.
And the one thing I always wanted to say was like, listen, like, I understand that this don't happen often. This exact combo, right? Similar combos happen. Probably still not that like crazy often, but like often enough, right? I'm sure some women have heard these combos, right? But someone did have the critique basically saying like, it sounded like you wrote this based off the timeline. And what I'm starting to realize is that a lot of these niggas are writing shit based off the timeline. 100%.
I saw a whole article about that specific scene in the barbershop, and they were saying that this is just going into the demonization of black men and how they try to make black men seem over masculine, almost violent in a way. And I was like,
Yeah,
that
I could see
based
that.
off of what the fuck they were saying in the scene, yeah. That nigga was
I
talking
could
about
see that.
pity fucking a bitch and coming here.
Yeah,
I'm
nah, he
like,
was going
yo,
crazy hard. Yeah,
nobody talks about that shit like for real. Like
yeah,
I've
like
been in
niggas might
barbershops
talk
my
about it.
entire
Yeah,
life, bro.
like niggas might talk about it, but like niggas not gonna talk
They're not
about
gonna
it
talk about it like
like
that.
that.
And
Like,
then
and
if
I
somebody
think,
says please don't talk about that, they're not gonna continue to say, fuck that bitch. I'm gonna keep talking about it.
yeah, because at the end of the day, this is a place of business. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like, some people, again, we know some people don't give a fuck about the
Some
business.
niggas nasty, yeah.
Yeah, some
But
niggas don't give a fuck about it. So
the
I'm
whole
not gonna doubt
premise
that this
of
never happens. But
yeah.
like you making this, like how you. But again, I
The
can't
whole
even
thing
say
was the
you.
nigga was talking disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
And then a woman was like, yo, you just gonna let
Yo,
him
you
talk like
not gonna,
that?
yeah. And
And
he
then it
said
was
something
like,
to his mans, and he still was wilding.
yeah,
That's the
there's no
part where
way
I'm like,
anybody's gonna
listen,
continue to talk nasty if somebody was like, tone it down.
yeah,
It's
like,
not
bro,
gonna
at some
happen.
point, he's either going to respect A, the woman, which maybe not,
You
right?
should, but
He's
you
gonna
can't.
respect
Or his bitch.
B, his employer,
Yeah.
C, his nigga, which may be his employer as well. You know what I mean? Or
So
D, the
at some
establishment.
point,
So it's
the
like,
shit is gonna stop.
yeah. So like, especially like, listen, if a customer is on some shit like, yo, can y'all not? Like, niggas are just, oh, my fault.
Oh my bad, bro.
And don't get
And
me
they gonna
wrong.
talk shit about you after you
Yeah,
leave, but
exactly.
they
The
don't respect
shit
you
that
while
they
you're in there.
talk gonna come out way after you gone. I'm like, yo, you know, this bitch was talking about I can't tell. Like, that's coming way later. Like, most niggas not, especially again, like you said, a place of business, it's just not gonna give you that. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like that couldn't happen. Right? I'm not gonna act like a nigga couldn't say these things. But then I also think that's where we're drafting this shit off of the timeline, because I feel like y'all might read a thread, see the worst case scenario, and say, yeah, that perfectly encapsulates what I'm trying to capture. Right?
The
It perfect.
OGs that be commenting on most of these posts are the absolute worst degenerates that Twitter has to offer to begin with.
If you guys suppose like, yo, what's the worst thing you ever did to a woman? It's not gonna be niggas saying like, yeah, like I cheated on her and like gaslit her. That's normal. It's gonna be niggas saying crazy shit.
Shit that we're not allowed to say on here.
Yeah, it's gonna be niggas saying, yeah, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I got a shorty mom pregnant and then made her get the abortion and I gaslit her about the whole thing. Like, it's gonna be niggas saying some sickening shit. Like, wait, hold on. You got her mother pregnant. The mother got the abortion. And then y'all work together to gaslight her about whether she was even pregnant? Now that's fucked up. Yeah, now that's fucked up. Now that's the shit that's gonna be in the thread. But again, that's also the shit that some of these niggas gonna put on their show. Because they ain't had the experience, but they gonna try to write from, like you said, from that angle. And I think, and it was somebody said it perfectly, where I think we got too many niggas trying to write outside their lane. Too many niggas trying to write for the black experience, not realizing that there's aspects of the black experience you don't have. Every black person, every single black person has aspects of the Negro experience that some other Negro has. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's plenty of black people who have an experience in as it relates to blackness that I may not be able to relate to because I grew up in a town that was mostly white. But then they don't have aspects of relating your blackness to whiteness that I have growing up in a town with 70% white people. So it's like, it's always going to be parts of that you don't have. And it's like, to me, I would never be able to functionally and correctly encapsulate like what street black niggas go through, because I didn't live that. I might know a few, know one or know two, but then if I tell his story, it could just look stereotypical. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if I tell this story, niggas will look at it like, yeah, that's not usually what happens, right? So it's always critiques of it, and so that's why like I try not to sit up here and say that ain't it, that just don't happen. Niggas don't do that, even though I don't feel like niggas do that, but I know niggas somewhere doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I know at the same time you may or may not have the depth to speak about how that happens. Like, that might be your friend, and you might be just retelling what your friend said. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you don't fully know what was going on, right? And I'm not saying that excuses a lot of shit, but it provides context. And without the context, you're lacking something. And I think a lot of these shows do that, where they kind of just, again, they take Twitter combos, they don't have that full context that come with it, and it suffers. Like the production altogether suffers, because then you have these scenes that seem a little exaggerated. And then the crazy thing is they're exaggerated in the moment, but then in the grand scheme of the show, they don't actually mean anything. Like, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you're almost like, it's like you want shock value for a clip. Right? It looks good when it's a good conversation starter. Right? And I've seen that. I've even seen it with Insecure. I've seen scenes in Insecure that kind of seem like they came from a timeline. You know what I'm saying? Like, they seem like they came from a Twitter combo, but at least Issa is a talented, or, she's got a room full of talented enough writers that they can come up with something deeper than just a Twitter combo. Like, it might start with the Twitter combo. You get what I'm saying? Like, it might start with a whole, like, what do women bring to the table? And it might be a group of niggas just talk, like 3 women, 3 niggas just talking about it, having a combo about it. But then it kind of goes deeper. It goes into, like, all right, what's real, what's fake, what's not gonna happen, what's gonna happen, what should niggas say, what do most niggas say here? Like, it gets into that bag, and I think, again, some people just don't have the depth for that. And I think people too often want to step into shit because it sounds good, like, but it just don't work. Like, it don't work. Yeah. Like me and you wouldn't be able to write or like, give niggas direction on, capturing the experience of, like, a real Black LGBT. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just wouldn't have that. We wouldn't have that. Right? Like, I could tell you all about being Black. I could tell you all about being Black in New Jersey. I could tell you all about being Black in New Jersey, living in this area, And you could be from the exact same area, live the same exact life, but you still had a different experience. Totally different experience.
Yeah, because you're LGBT.
Yeah, because you Black, but you a little bit different Black than me. Yeah, you a different type of Black.
Imagine being a Black lesbian woman. You getting triply discriminated against. You Black, you a woman, you a lesbian.
Right. Everybody, and so don't get me wrong. And so sides. They have experiences that I don't think, like, again, if Tyler Perry trying to write about it, I don't think he should be trying it because he don't seem to have the depth for it. But the same thing goes the other way. When you got talented female writers trying to write about certain male experiences, and it's just like, sis, did this happen, or do you think this is how it goes?
Yeah, no, it's
you know what I mean. Like, and I'm not even dispelling your experience because maybe this is how it happened. I don't know. Maybe this is truly how it happened.
But do you think this?
But this ain't usually how it goes. Yeah, right.
This to be noted.
Like, is this a bad problem or is this just a nigga problem? You don't think
this takes like a bad picture for most niggas in barbershops?
And then again, I don't watch the show, so I can't tell you. But what I'll say is, Insecure, like I said, Insecure covers these topics. So, like, something will happen earlier in an episode, and they get to it later on. You know what I'm saying? Like, but in a lot of these shows, it's just like cheap plot points almost. Like, where it's like, all right, we need a protest because the shows be like socially aware, but we're not gonna give the protest no substance. So it's like niggas just not like niggas is in the show and they protesting, but like, what are they protesting? Like some bullshit.
Nothing, we just showing.
Yeah, exactly. Some bullshit.
Up in arms.
Yeah, we up in arms because they're not doing us right. Like, they're not giving us what we deserve. All right, like, what do y'all deserve though? Like, don't worry about it. It's not really that. It's not even that. Yeah, rights. All right, like, which rights? Which ones? Like, what rights are they withholding from you? Man, look, it's a lot of shit that we need to get to. So
bro, that's what you want to see that nigga get killed by the police, bro?
But I said no. Okay, but why are the Facebook employees protesting? I'm not understanding what that got to do with y'all.
They in solidarity. What you mean?
He said, no, I'm not. Like, I understand. I get it. I'm just asking. Like, I'm not like, dude, like, I don't want. Do y'all think, like, I don't believe y'all? Like, like, I believe y'all. I'm just trying to figure out what this thing is all about. Yeah, man. We deep in this bitch. I'll tell you that much. I don't know how deep we in it. Yeah, we almost at 3 hours now. We feeling froggy. This is with no agenda neither, yo. You see how this shit go. Well, I had an agenda of serious items, but we ain't touched not one of those. Not one.
Can't make jokes about serious items, so. Well, I mean, you can make jokes about the government, but no, these are jokes about human lives. So, yeah, we'll save them. We don't make jokes about that.
That's just shit we gonna bring to y'all attention. It's not even jokes, but all right,
We'll
man.
never
Well, look,
start a pod with serious notes and never end a pod with serious notes. It's always going to be in the middle.
yeah, I
You're always
try.
going to be laughing at the beginning and laughing at the end. There's no way that we're going to end the pod on some 7,000 people in Peru were trapped inside a mining escapade.
He said not a single one of them lived.
Not a single one out of 7,000.
He
That's
said, in fact,
unbelievable.
we've got the video. He just like, hey, yo. He said, now keep in mind, viewer discretion is that no.
I don't want to see 7,000 people die. Yeah?
I don't even want to see the crash that started the death of 7,000. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I might want to see the crash.
you want to see the crash? You sick son of a bitch. You.
Remember that building that fell in Miami or wherever that was? Yeah. That was satisfying to watch. I do like seeing.
I don't remember seeing that video or like what happened. Like I know what happened because I read the thing, but
there was a video of it. Also, remember that video of that one Hard Rock Cafe falling?
And yeah, the one in like New Orleans. Yeah.
It's just something satisfying about buildings crumbling.
No, building demolitions are dope, but like when they crumble with people near them, that's not.
Yeah, no, it's definitely fucked up.
Thing.
Yeah. I'm not saying like I rewatched the videos or anything, but I'm just saying I saw them and I was like, damn, that's fucked up. But damn. Yeah, I like seeing that. Like my dopamine was running when I was watching it.
That's what the stadium looked like when they get kablammied? Okay. I believe you.
Yeah. Like I want to see a bridge get demolished with cars on it, but like nobody in the cars. I just want to see.
Honestly, like they don't even gotta be real cars. Y'all could just do like prop cars, but like add explosives to them so they blow up like real cars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, of course we want the burnout revenge type shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I want to see a bridge get exploded from directly in the middle, and it slowly falls from both sides with cars falling in. You like, I need that. Nobody in the cars though.
That's my Stan's ability. If you drove on a highway,
oh man,
you know. He said, if you drove on a highway, then I'm gonna replay a memory in your head, and it's gonna put you back on that same drive. If you cross over a bridge at any point during that drive, good luck, bro.
That's thinking different.
Just like, well, so if I drove on a highway, I'm cooked. Nah, if you drove on a highway, you got a chance to be cooked.
How far are you in part 5?
What was the last thing that happened?
Babyface yet?
I seen the turtle, I seen the fisherman, and
Beach Boy.
Thankful Death. I seen Baby Head.
Grateful Dead.
The little baby, yeah, Grateful Dead. Thankful Death. Whoever.
Babyface, not Baby Head.
It say Baby Head in English.
It's Babyface.
I'm sorry, I didn't. It's all music niggas.
I know you don't know.
I should assume it's Baby.
You should know it's Babyface. It's all music niggas, like the Grateful Dead.
Yeah, Grateful Dead, Thankful Death. Yeah,
Fisherman or whatever. Fisher Boy. It was Beach Boys.
Beach Boys. That makes sense.
So you saw Bucciarati do his Arrivederci where he split that nigga into 1,000 pieces.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, that woof. This shit was the first time I saw that shit was hard. I know you're watching it dub, but you need to watch that shit in sub because when
I watched a couple. I watched a little bit. Like the scene with Mister when he came out of the turtle. Like I watched that back in Japanese. That was
all right. So I'm gonna tell you when Giorno says Muda for like 7 minutes straight. Rewatch that in the sub. You'll know what it is when you see it. I'm not gonna give no spoilers. You won't know what it is when you see it. But he says Muda for like 7 minutes. He absolutely beats the dog shit out of a nigga. Like this is the most distinguished whooping you ever see a nigga get. This nigga's dead. He kills this nigga. So you gonna know when you see it.
But yeah, I remember even what was it? I think it was seeing Purple Smoke for the first time. Like that nigga went hard.
Purple Haze. Yeah.
Purple Haze, of course.
Purple smoke. See, now you getting into the localizations. You didn't really see it in part 3 because it was tarot cards. Now the music references getting in. What do you think?
But even the
What do you?
even the subtitles don't help you though.
No, they don't. They don't. And the only way you'll know what it is if you watch it in the sub, because they literally say the name in the sub, but the subtitle says the localization.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think? What do you think? Zipperman is Bucciarati stand. What do you think that is?
I don't know, like Thriller, like the jacket.
It's fucking sticky fingers.
50 fingers. Okay, wow.
They call it Zipperman because his stand ability is zippers. I guess it has nothing to do with the name Sticky Fingers at all. But yeah, if you watch it in the sub, they say like, what's his name? Narancha, Little Bomber.
Yeah, Little Bomber.
That shit is Aerosmith.
Aerosmith, that's hilarious.
Uh,
Little Bomber, that's hilarious.
Your favorite stand for Mista is Six Pistols? Is Sex Pistols?
Sex Pistols. Yeah, that's when we said Sex Pistols. I didn't catch it, but okay.
Oh yeah.
Those little niggas go hard.
Yeah, no, I love Sex Pistols. They funny as shit. Yeah, they definitely funny. That one dude that Giorno, Abacchio, and Fugo fought in the mirror. His name?
Eluso? Mirror Man was his
No, what was his name?
Mirror Man.
It's Man
in the Mirror. Okay, makes sense.
Jackson.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
All of the localization names. It's funny. I'm just going through them.
I was screaming. It did say baby head though. I'm crying.
Baby baby face. So you said they already fought Beach Boy and they fought the Grateful Dead. Yo, imagine getting run over by a train. Like that nigga Grateful Dead. That's
That nigga fought to the end with that shit. He said, nah.
He still kept his stand ability up too while he was under.
That nigga stands silly as shit though.
That's crazy.
I always think about like all these niggas stands. I'm like, bro, independently, every single one of these stands should have got y'all niggas wiped. Like, like from arc 2, arc 3 on, nigga. Like, even like the nigga in the desert. Remember when they were driving across the desert and the guy had like the car with the mirror?
Yeah.
Like, even that nigga should have got y'all cooked. Like, it shouldn't have been no contest. That what's that? The kid with the comic. What's the two niggas name?
I know he's talking about the kid with the comic. The two brothers. They're both black. I can't remember the name. The two black brothers.
Was it like Oingo and Boingo or some shit?
Oingo and Boingo, yeah. Oingo and Boingo, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, them two niggas. Like, any one of these niggas independently would have got niggas done. Even Popo stand, the fucking shadows and shit.
Yeah.
Like, any one of these niggas individually should have got y'all done. White Ice should have got y'all niggas out of here.
White Ice, yeah, no, White Ice should have smoked them niggas.
Sure. Like so many niggas should have got y'all niggas out of here.
That White Ice stand.
White Ice is what? Vanilla Ice? Is that what it is?
No, it's not Vanilla Ice. I think it's hold on.
It's White Ice? Is it actually White Ice?
No, I don't think it's White Ice. What's the nigga name? Gakio? Damn. White Album. Yeah, okay. White Album. That nigga stand was crazy, bro.
Yeah, like that's the fight. I think I saw the first part and I was like maybe halfway through the second part, but I didn't finish the second part. But yeah, any one of these. Yes, I'm on White Eyes now.
Okay.
But any one of them shits individually should have got these niggas out of here. Like,
that nigga Giorno just be thinking of different shit. I don't know. But I mean, plus his stand is broken. He can bring life to shit, and he can regrow body parts out of inanimate objects. Like,
nigga, even seeing fucking Abacchio when he was fighting against Man in the Mirror, that shit was silly as fuck. I was like, yo, this Moody Jazz shit is what is Moody Jazz actually? What's
Moody Blues?
K Moody Pooh.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even that nigga's shit is silly as hell.
Yeah, his fucking stand
He can come in this,
perfectly
bro.
fits him. Like he used to be a police officer, so like it perfectly fits him as a detective.
Nigga just play back the day. But yeah, nah, I mean that's the thing. Like I look at all them stands individually. I'm like, bro, all y'all niggas should have got cooked in every individual fight because nobody ever knows what they walking into.
For real.
Niggas are smooth like, oh shit, is this a quarter? Nigga pick up a quarter and you cooked. you cooked. Nigga picked up a $20 bill on the ground. Oh hell yeah, let's go.
Oh, the dude that shrunk Narancha and blew up the car. That nigga,
yeah, exactly.
You had that shit in the bag and you still fucked it up somehow.
Yeah, exactly. Nigga put him in a bottle. Said, "Yo, go fight this spider for me."
And then still lost the fight. Like, bro, these niggas, the reason they lose is because they be too over cocky with their stand ability. They're like, my stand is unbeatable, and then the shit get beat and they get smoked every time.
Honestly, I feel like the nigga who really should have did it was Grateful Dead. If only if only the fisherman nigga or Beach Boys was more if he didn't have to if Oboy didn't have to die. Yeah, if he didn't have to die before he knew he was time.
If he had the confidence before his brother died,
yeah, it would have been over.
Niggas' hearts out.
Yeah, that'd have been it. That'd have been it. That fight would have been done with. That nigga was Asian niggas. He said, "Yo, hold up." I didn't understand though. Like, why didn't they just throw like the whole water bottles on their bodies? Like that would have cooled them down at least, right? Like that scene, like where everybody was getting
water bottles.
Well, they was right. Remember, there was nothing but cold drinks in them, and nobody drank them, but they still had them in there, even though after all the shit happened. So
maybe they wanted to ration water because they found out that the hotter you are, the faster you age. So maybe they want to ration water out.
So that's what I was thinking. Like, why ain't y'all niggas saying just pour a water bottle over a nigga a little head? Like, give him a little dosage.
I mean, you also got to think it's an anime. Niggas got to have a plot device at some point.
Of course.
Yeah. That's also why that one pineapple head nigga was a bitch up until his brother diid.
Oh, of course.
Then he started going for niggas' hearts.
Absolutely. Because if he played this way from the jump, the shit over with. This shit over with.
Also like the fact that his brother's name was Prosciutto. Niggas named
I love that shit. Yeah.
I remember I was in a post I saw on Tumblr where
the old boy was like, Pesci,
like
Joe Pesci.
Yeah, exactly. I saw a post on Tumblr where a nigga was like, I love prosciutto, and then somebody posted a picture of the nigga from JoJo and was like, this nigga? And somebody was like, no, nigga, I was talking about deli meat. we just talking at this point. We might as well end it. We just talking about JoJo.
We might as well. We just bullshit. All right, y'all. Well, ladies and gents, it's been lovely. It's been great. But I must ask that y'all leave my podcast space. Thank you for your time.
You ain't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
100%. In the famous words of a canceled nigga, I don't know where you gonna go, but you gotta get the hell up out of here.